Hi, hello, how are we doing? Live at 12:30 p.m. on a Wednesday? Me? Yes, class was canceled. So I wanted to do something. I wanted to talk. I wanted to yap for a second. I have a little bullet point list here, so I don't like actively lose myself. So if you hear me stuttering around, tell me to address the list, apart from the 8 billion elephants. I hope everyone's doing well, though. Welcome in, Pash. Welcome in, Vampire Lord. I'm just gonna be yapping a little bit today. I should probably lower the volume of my music. I don't know how loud or how quiet I should have it at this point. It's been a while. I feel like that's a good level. Is this week like Yap Week? Is it Yap Week? I'll be real. I don't know. Oh fuck, wait, I have my chat fucked up because I changed it for conscious stream. 1 second. Here, wait. Let me put you guys back to your normal color. Conscious yapped yesterday? Yeah. I was out. I was, at an event yesterday. I will not be disclosing because my government is incredible. Don't look up Operation Condor on Wikipedia. How do you say it? But no, I just wanted to, like, talk about shit, because I was talking with a friend yesterday, actually sparked my conscious stream, but I was talking with a friend yesterday about some stuff, and I was like, man, I wish people knew this, and they were like, you can tell people that, and I was like, wait, shit, you're right, because, realistically, and I mean this with so much love in my heart, I don't think the vast majority of my audience read the afterword I put out for that one fic, which is fine. I'm like saying this, putting my hands up in the air. That's okay. I did not expect people to read that, and I put it out there knowing that people probably wouldn't be reading it. That was the end goal, right? But like, I do want to make it a little bit more public, and make it something that's like, somewhat clippable and like somewhat like, if anyone asks in the future, you can just show them this and explain it through that, right? But I'm gonna keep it lighthearted. I'm not gonna get too serious with it, because I'm gonna be discussing serious shit, but I'm not gonna be sitting down and being like, when your mother and I met, it was my first experience of toxic Yuri, and that's the day I wanted to die. Like, I'm not gonna be doing all that, right? But I do want to like get it down. Sorry, I'm like doing a lot of fluff right now because I'm nervous. I don't know if you can tell. But I wanted to like talk about shit, right? Let me open up my drawing program. Hello Z. Welcome in. Oh, I forgot to hide my viewers. But yeah. Basically, that's what's going on. That's what we're talking about. So I'm just gonna be working on character sheets in the background, so you actually see me doing something rather than like just talking. How do you say it? But I was gonna say something, right? So first and foremost, because I feel like it's something that most of my audience is here for, and I said this ages ago, in the aforementioned afterword, right? But it is something I want to say openly. How do you say it? I do not intend to make Minecraft content anymore. I don't intend to stream Minecraft content. I don't intend to join any like new lore servers. I don't intend to do anything related to Minecraft that is not entirely under my own control. I know, Dusty, but it's more so like I don't want to do something related to Minecraft that is under my own control and my own like personal decision making, and like I don't want my name attached to a project that I did not put my main hand into, right? Like if the shots are being called by someone else, I don't want my name attached to that. Like, Kancha said that too yesterday. He's quitting Minecraft. I don't think that's. I think what I'm talking about, what Kancha was talking about, were two very different things. Because I doubt that boy is quitting anytime soon. I'm not burned out from Minecraft. I want to make that very clear. I like the game. How do you say? I like playing it. I like hanging out with my friends. I like doing stuff with my friends, which is why I will still be like. How do you say it? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Farky. Welcome in, Farky. Love you. How do you say it? When he is boss? Yeah, I think once again we're talking about very different things because I'm not intending on like joining servers at all. How do you say it? And it's not a situation of I prefer being an actor or a director, which sorry, Vampire Lord, it's this is in my bullet point list. I was not directly fucking like contradicting you. It's not a situation where I prefer being an actor or a director, or it's not a situation where I like necessarily feel bad doing shit for my friends. If you know me, I will like happily do anything if my friends ask me to, right? I did most of the art for Arcadia for free just because Kancha asked me to do it. And that was it. And he insisted that I let him pay me, and I said no multiple times because I just like doing that shit for my friends, and I don't feel comfortable being paid by my friends. Well, I guess I can't invite you to my Minecraft roleplay series using one-to-one recreation of New Mexico as a map. We're not recreating Pluribus! How do you say it? But I was gonna say, fuck. That's not my concern, right? My concern is not doing shit with my friends. This is where I'm gonna get a little bit vulnerable, and I need everyone to be really normal about mental health really quickly. I have found that I am the kind of person when I have to manage a large group of people, especially people I don't know very well, that I am someone who kind of just buries down his irritation and stress, and I can try to communicate it as much as I wish, right? But I'm not very good at, how to explain it? Listen, you, like, this is not a therapist's advice. This is advice from me as a person who has lived through his life. You can repress your feelings, but if you never unrepress those feelings, you're gonna get really fucking, like, you're gonna feel really bad really quickly. Like, you can repress them for a second. Everyone needs to do that when in a situation of high stress. You gotta let that shit go later on, though. You cannot keep that shit down forever. It's not gonna be healthy, right? And I was in a situation, not with, you know, the elephant in the room. Like, it's not with Arcadia, specifically. But it was a situation with Showtime. It's a situation with Arcadia. It's a situation when I'm put in any position of power, with a large group of people, that I will deal with things, and not necessarily like people just get stressed out while making shit. Like that's the reality of working with artists. You know, it is no fault to anyone in the server, no fault to anything. There is no drama. There is no fucking like secret situation going on that you need to look into. There's nothing like that there, right? I just don't deal with disagreements very well. Not in the sense of I get into arguments with people. I just don't deal with it very well outside of it, right? And I don't feel comfortable working in a space where I have to be the bad guy in multiple scenarios and disagree with people in multiple scenarios and tell people, like, this really cool idea you've been working on, we can't fucking do that in multiple different times because I don't like doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And it's just something I'm not, like, I don't like managing people. I don't like telling people what to do. I don't like writing shit out for people because I feel so strongly about the fact that people need to write their own stories, right? It is partially why I'm so anti-AI. It's partially why I'm so anti, like, artificial intelligence and, like, prompt stuff, right? But I just feel like the better, you will write a story so much better if you do it yourself. And me having to breathe down someone's shoulder and tell them what to do, how do you say it, is not something I'm comfortable doing. I'm, like, realizing all the issues with my chat because I'm, like, streaming right now. And I'm so sorry, like, it distracts me ever so slightly. I have to change the fucking font. But yeah, that is the TLDR of it. There is, like, once again, I need to clarify this multiple times because I want to make this very clear. There is no drama. There has never been any fucking drama that's gone on. At least not that I'm aware of. It is more so just a thing of, like, I am uncomfortable and I have never communicated that, and it's just something that I don't feel comfortable doing. How do you say it? And, like, I should clarify, I did communicate it later on that I was no longer comfortable being in a position of power, and it has been, like, made very clear, right? Which is why I've taken a step back. Additionally, and I'm gonna use the big M word for a second here, I am not great at dealing with misogyny. How do you say it? Not in the content creator space. Once again, clarifying. Everything I'm saying here is above board and, like, shit that's happened in front of people's eyes, right? Like, this is nothing that's been secret, been kept away. I'm just saying shit that's happened, from my perspective, right? I cannot deal with fandom very well. I've made this very clear in the past. I make my shit for me. And I hope people feel good about it or they feel anything from the things I create. But it's not necessarily like I'm making shit for my fans. Because I love you guys and I hope you enjoy what I'm making, but it's not made specifically for you, right? If that makes sense. Unless you are one of my target demographics with the shit I'm making. How do you say it? It's just more so, like, I prefer for my work to be appreciated because it is my work and not because my guy friends are in it. And it was a shot in the dark with what I did with the dreaded Showtime SMP, right? Where I would pour hours upon hours into things, and it was mostly because I did not upload it consistently. Like, that is the main reason here. But additionally, dealing with people being like, even after I poured those hours, to have such little payoff with just people coming into my chat and being like, oh, how does this relate to Concha, right? Was not good for me. And I have grown and matured now, and I realize that I can just, A, not deal with that, and B, like, that's just also not my fucking problem. Additionally, like, you go, but V, Showtime was so many years ago. Yeah, I get it. I'm aware. But even when I made shit for Arcadia, I would do stuff with Pyrite, and the only way that Pyrite has ever been analyzed is in his relationship to male characters in the story. The only way that he's been consumed by the general populace is with his duo relationships, with, like, the fact that his queer identity includes men in it, so people very quickly jumped and made the assumption that I was writing a romantic plotline with my guy friends, and not the fact that I was writing a bisexual character to make a commentary on something, right? Never, no, no, no. Dusty and G, what do you mean? I thought I was your favorite content creator. How do you say it? And even so, like, when people do shout out me or shout out my content, it feels very infantilizing sometimes. And I'm not saying my general audience. Most of the people in here, I hope, I pray, you guys are mature enough and like thoughtful enough where you don't really like point at me and go, there's my favorite woman streamer. There's my favorite woman streamer of all time, right? Like I trust you not to do that. But a lot of the times when people mention why they like my characters or why they like what I'm writing, it's not a matter of the actual things I'm putting forth. It's a matter of, oh my god, hype moment in aura, or oh, here's my scrim blow, or a lot of the times, and fucking, like, okay, this is getting ridiculous, like pointing at the elephants. A lot of the times, it's either, he's my little baby boy, he's my little scrimbly scrunklo, he's so small and petite, as though I am not a grown-ass man with dick and balls and a job. Like, I assure you, I am not fucking, like, cutesy or childish. I am a grown man. Please don't do this. How do you say? I can appreciate a little bit of like, oh, there's my favorite CC. Look at him go, yippee! Right? Like I'm okay with that. I draw the line at being like, there's my little boy, there's my little cinnamon roll. Please don't do that. I am capable of making mistakes. I am a grown ass man, like who has problems and issues, and you can address those. Like I am fine with that, right? I'm not a child. How do you say it? Like, it's dead-ass weird. Yeah, exactly what Dusty said. How do you say it? No, could you joke? But, like, I've seen it. I've seen it about me, and it's like, okay, guys, I get it. And if it's not that, you will see me drawn with the most luscious lips and the biggest tits known to man, with much darker skin. And I understand you have a Latina fetish. I get it. I can understand the appeal of a Latina baddie. Right? Not me. I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, but like, I'm definitely not what the fuck you guys are headcanon me as either, like, just lugs apart with his bare hand. How do you say it? Because oftentimes, I am very open, like, I've had this conversation with friends multiple times where I'm just an openly affectionate person with my friends, and I try not to do that on stream. It's why you'll see me be a lot meaner on stream than I should be, because I just don't want that to be misconstrued. I'm a very openly affectionate person with my friends, and I will very happily throw the word around, like, I love you, I care about you, and compliment my friends, you know? How do you say it? But, like, hi Siva, I love you. See? Case in point. But like, I'll openly throw that shit around, and oftentimes it gets misinterpreted as flirting. I'm not flirting with my friends. I have a girlfriend. I am happily married. Right? Like, I am very much so in love with my girlfriend, and it is very painful to me that the only relationship that people seem to be able to be comfortable seeing me in is shipping me with my brother, my real life brother, and then justifying it because they're not siblings in the show. Shut up, White Pine fandom. How do you say it? We're siblings in real life though, so that is still fucking weird. Or I get shipped with my brother, or I get shipped with my guy friends who I have said multiple times I am not comfortable doing with, right? Whenever I intend to make a character, especially a character that is in a romantic relationship, and especially a character that is in a romantic relationship with a guy, usually I'll make that pretty fucking clear. Like, I'll say that frame one, like, these two are actually in a relationship, and here is, like, the limits of that, right? And like, how do you say it? I'm a lesbian. It feels really weird to me when characters that are basically a self-insert of mine are like shipped with a guy. 2, I'm Arrow Ace. It feels very weird to me when a character of mine who is, like, A, more lesbian leaning than anything, but B, just generally not interested in romance is only ever viewed through a romantic lens in character analysis or in, like, fandom culture or in, like, even talking about the character, right? I don't think I've had a character in the past, however long I've been a content creator, that has ever been observed outside of their relationships. Mind you, I'm not saying this about the entire fandom. Pash, Z, Endrin, Nubian, all of, like, Alex, all of you have analyzed my character beyond, their fucking ships and duos, and I love you so much for doing that, right? I am not talking about you. Like, when I'm, like, naming people in my community, please know I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who will come into my chat halfway through me being live on air and just go, and how can we make this about Athos? How can we make this about Zolster Television? How can we make this about Kronos? And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I understand. I too can fall into those pitfalls, but you have to understand how fucking demotivating it is as a creator. What if I don't analyze any character because I'm lazy? Thank you, Dusty. How do you say it? Like, once again, if I am writing a romantic relationship with my characters, I will make it extremely clear. And you can bet your ass, if the primary character in a story I'm writing is in a romantic relationship, I have never once written anything that was actually healthy and like cutesy shipping, and I have never once actually completed a story where my character is like fucking a man. Like, let's be clear here. I don't do that. That's just not the kind of creator I am, and it just sucks because that's all I'm seen as in like the general populace. So I try to avoid doing that, and I'm avoiding situations where I'm putting myself in that, like, in those shoes, you know? If that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm like rambling a little bit because I am a little bit like I've been doing this shit for 4 years now. I'm a little bit fed up. How do you say it? So for me, it's just, like, I don't really want to work on projects that are so open anymore to interpretation. Or rather, no, sorry, not true. I love having my shit open to interpretation. Rather, I don't like having projects where I leave shit open to interpretation and I'm not allowed to keep it open to interpretation. Because I have to clarify over and over that a character is not romantically attracted to another character in order for the story to be properly understood. Like, considering I'm not planning on doing anything anymore with the character due to personal reasons that I've discussed earlier in the stream, Pirate as a character was made to analyze queer and disabled identity within a fascist community. And I'll still probably do that in the background of other people's streams, but because I won't have that focus anymore, I don't mind explaining that. That was the point of the character, right? I like writing character studies, and that was the point of the actual character being created, where there was no accommodating things. He did not fight for accommodating things because he was in a position of power, and he was actively feeding the leopard eating people's faces party other people's faces because he was like, surely they won't eat my face. That was the point of the character. The point of V as a character was the fact that he rushed into, like, with the romance part of it, is that he rushed into a romantic relationship because that's what society tells you being human, like, is essential to being human. Is that me writing an Arrow-Ace character? Listen, I get that I've been putting on some pounds. But the elephant on the street's too far. Like, I write characters, and I write their identities, and I write the things surrounding them with that in mind. Like, I've said this multiple times before, every single shot, every single frame, every single thing you see that I put out is intentional. If you're like, wow, this is like ever so slightly askew, I'm sure V just accidentally pressed the L key and like moved the shot in a weird way. No! It means something! Please, God, I swear I'm not as superficial as you guys are accustomed to. I'm begging you. But also, I'm a grown-ass man, as I've been saying multiple times before. I can acknowledge that the problem there is not, like, how do you say it? Is not the story or what I'm making, but rather the audience I am trying to portray it to, right? I'm not gonna go searching, and I haven't been searching, but this is just something that's ended up happening. I'm not gonna go searching for literary prowess in a bunch of 13-year-olds. I don't feel comfortable knowing that 13-year-olds consume the shit I create because I feel like it's a little bit too adult for that. But I also understand, like, I'm using fucking Minecraft as a storytelling medium, and that's great, that's fine. But, like, you know, I would abuse of you. B is a nerd! I am a nerd! I am a fucking nerd, dude! I can sit down and go into a director's commentary for every single shot. That's what my poor friends have to deal with whenever they're seeing my things after they're done. And I sit them down and I go, here's every single reason. Here's why I chose these contrasting colors and I made the shadows this specific shade in the color correction. Right? Like, here's why this character design has this feature and is put into this environment and why the surrounding character designs have this shit. Right? How do you say it? This writing is always fire. Don't put me on the pedestal either, but yeah, I do try. And I want to reward people who are interested in finding out shit from people who try. You know? I never want somebody analyzing my work to feel, like, lesser because they're not getting everything. And I also don't want people analyzing my work to feel like they're not, like, they're looking into it too far. Because I assure you, you're not. You're definitely not, you know? But, like, I'm not gonna be barking up a tree and expect the tree to respond. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to move away from that kind of content. I want to move on to my own stories. It's why I've been posting a lot more OC art, because I'm trying to, like, gently start pushing in the people who are interested in that and pushing out the people who are just following me for, like, hype moment and aura Minecraft shit. Because I don't feel like it's fair to them or to you guys to, like, make the jump into that and not give, like, preemptive transition periods, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be like, anyways, guys, here's my 18+ series, which I'm not making. I should clarify, most of my things will be rated 16 and up, right? How do you say it? But, like, I don't want to, like, jump into that and show people, like, here's my 18+ series, guys. Enjoy the 15-minute sex scene in the new Vivian Light of Fire stream was a little bit much, but I do understand the narrative potential of it and how it contributed to the general storyline. Like, you know? Yeah, I've always loved the nuance in the work and the fact that your work still narratively works, without having to drive headfirst into it, but still rewards people for doing so. Thank you. That is my end goal with the things I create, where I want it to be understandable, but I also want, like, poor Concha, poor Dusty, poor all of my friends in chat have had to deal with my insanity about dialogue, specifically. That's too long about a PvP fight for Aura! How do you say it? But most of my friends have heard my insanity about dialogue, specifically. I'd like to hope I'm a really good dialogue writer. Most of the time, the things you hear in my, like, streams are not improv. That is fully scripted out. And I hope that's not noticeable. Actually, no, in the past stream, everything I did was scripted out. It was not improv, unless it was, like, an actively live scene. It was completely made beforehand. And, I hope that when you're watching the stream and when you're listening to what's going on, bar my shitty audio work that I am working on, believe me, I've pirated Adobe Edition. We're moving out of the trenches on that front, right? How do you say it? But, like, I hope that it feels real, and that's my end goal with everything I create. And I understand that is an art that is underappreciated and has way too much effort for the payoff, right? Because realistically, and I've had this discussion with friends before, if I wanted to, I could make something that's pretty alright, and create a fuck ton of content and be a relatively good lore creator. I don't want that. I don't want to just pump shit out. I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's never been something I've been interested in. And I feel like it's disrespectful to my audience to do that. There is no shame. There is no shame in people who do that. I should clarify. Shout out, let me think. Fucking Unstable, I guess is the main example I can think of, where they just sit down, they film a 12-hour like recording session, and they release that with minor editing for like the pauses. I think that's great. I think that's wonderful, actually. I'm so glad that you're able to do that, and I'm so glad that it's something that you would feel comfortable in. And I'm so glad that's something that like brings you happiness and joy. I would vomit. I would vomit. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, I had this discussion with friends. I tried to sit down and write a story that was just like normal characters. I'm not canceled. I'm not canceled. We're fine. How do you say it? Like, I would love to sit down and just write a story with a bunch of characters, like, dicking around and, like, with trauma and angst for the love of the game. I can't do it! I just can't! I'm way too insane about character writing to be able to sit down and do that. I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you more content, even if it was slop. I can't. I cannot force myself to do that. I tried to, and I got physically sick. It was really bad, actually. I had this like discussion with Dijon and Seb specifically, because I was sat down with them and they were like, just try to write a normal character that has like don't take the Homeric approach to writing for once. Like, sit down, write a character that's just doing shit for hype moments in aura. Make them walk around for a bit, you know? I got physically ill. I got so stressed out writing it, I got physically ill. And I had to walk away from my computer that I was actively writing on to go on a walk outside. I need you to understand how fucking, like, I cannot. It's just something I'm not able to do. It's not like this is a funny bit thing. No, I just, every single time I write a character, I'm like, okay, but why? But why? But why? And if I don't do that, I'm not having fun, and I get so stressed out with the fact that I'm doing something that I know I should be enjoying, and I'm not having fun doing it, that I just leave. Like, I have to go for a walk. Like, I either have to take a nap or go for a walk like I'm 5 years old. How do you say it? So I'm not doing that. That's not what I'll be doing. I was gonna say something else. Additionally, on the subject of like, how do you say it? On the subject of like writing shit and doing shit, I don't think I'll be doing lore streams anymore specifically. I feel like I pulled off lore, like the genre of lore streams, incredibly well in other servers. And oh my god, like, I hope you appreciate the setup that I put into every single one of those. Those were like fucking 20 minutes worth of animations in each of them. And I would pump that shit out like every 2 months. Not crazy to say. I'm not doing that shit again. Like, I would much rather sit down and make a concise 40-minute thing that is easier to get into and a little bit more, like, for lack of a better term, profitable for me. Right? Than like sitting down doing all that and then ending the stream and having really nothing to show for it, right? Nothing to show for it in my own satisfaction beyond like, wow, I did that. I'm so glad people liked it. And then that was it. Because I would much rather create something that I can show to people when they ask me what I make, beyond my animatics. So that's the end goal here. Like, I will be moving on to, like, streams are still gonna be, how do you say it? I'm gonna still be streaming, like, art and stuff, like what I'm doing now, right? And I'll probably still stream, like, RPG Maker games and video games and stuff. and I'll be into that, but I think video making is where I prefer, especially considering that I am someone who, as mentioned before, does not really like audience interaction, if it's not like the intention of the work, if that makes sense. Because if the intention of the work is how the audience is responding to it, then I am like a-okay with having people like observe it and interpret my work and be there for the things I create, right? But if the end goal of the work is a different kind of message, then like, you know, you should stream an RPG firing at Concha. No, I have several RPGs that I've started that I just haven't finished up because I worry that people don't really like the RPG Maker streams that I do. And then I realized it's my fucking channel, so it doesn't matter because I enjoy doing them. And that is like something I have been like slowly getting over, where it's like oh, I'm not really doing it for other people, and I don't really enjoy doing it for other people, but I hope they like what I do anyways, is something that I'm just kind of moving past. Here we are. Sorry, I had to focus on the eyes for a second. I was gonna say something. Right. So, TLDR for so far, if you're just joining us, welcome in. I don't like misogyny. The woker. I dropped my feminist literature over here, by the way. Shout out the bell jar over here. How do you say it? Oh my gosh, I was gonna say something. Right. I don't like misogyny. I don't like doing management stuff in lore servers, and I don't like doing lore servers anymore because it makes me uncomfortable. I cannot write slob content, so I'm sorry, that's not what you'll be getting from me. And I was gonna say one last thing, fuck. I have my list here. Oh, right. So, I'm gonna quickly do something that nobody's ever done before in their entire fucking life. But I'm gonna plug my Tumblr for a second, and you go, Leslie, what the fuck? Why? And give me a moment to explain why. Here it is. I want to clarify. How do you say it? Oh man, I wish I thought we'd see Pyrite and say Pyrite? That character? You wanted to see a fascist? Oh shit, wait. Oh my god, I'm not logged in on Twitch on fucking OBS. One second. Here it is. Okay. Why is it that when I try to look at my own Twitch channel, fucking, just comes up first? Here it is. That should have worked, I hope. I pray. Yeah, it worked. Okay. So, I'm gonna plug my Tumblr for a second, and I'm gonna explain why. I realized, very quickly, that the Twitter character limit is something that I cannot deal with. Like, I've made this clear before in the past, I think. I don't watch Unstable Universe, I'll be real. I schedule all my art posts on Twitter. I've made that clear before. If you're just finding this out, I'm sorry. I did not mean to ruin that authenticity that I have so heavily baked into the way I schedule my art posts. Oops. Oopsies. My bad. How do you say it? But I'm just posting it here for a second because I want to explain something. Where I am someone who doesn't like numbers. Twitter is mostly about numbers. I don't like audience interaction when I don't get to explain myself all the way, and as you can tell by my stream, I'm a very big yapper. I like using big and elaborate words because I think it makes me sound smarter, and like English is my first language when it's really not. How do you say it? And I vastly prefer audience interaction when it's a little bit more insightful beyond so when Toxic Yuri show up, when Toxic Yaoi show up. So I have been posting the projects I've been working on and like sketches and doodles and like works in progress and actively discussing my personal stories over on tumblr.com. Because if you did not know this, welcome in new Gen V viewers, but I'm originally from tumblr.com. Like, that is where I originally made my content. The only reason I use Twitter more nowadays is because it's my job too. Like, content stuff aside, and like everything else aside, I need like to make art and to make shit to live, right? How do you say it? Like, that's how I'm paying rent at the moment. So I'm not gonna give up my current like part-time job because I just don't like doing the customer service of it. That's like okay with me. And also I love doing commission work. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's like I enjoy talking to clients, I enjoy working for people, and I enjoy like seeing the things that they want made, like be made, right? That's not my issue or dilemma here. My dilemma is mostly when it comes to the things I make. So I have decided for the foreseeable future, I'm probably not going to be posting sketches or info dumps or anything on twitter.com. Thank you, Cheese. How do you say it? Because that's just not something I'm interested in. And I also I haven't used Twitter frequently for like, I want to say nearing on 6 months now. I just go on my main, I like schedule posts, and then I log out. And I feel like that's the healthiest way to use it. Are you okay with people reblogging your posts? Yeah, of course. I'm okay with people reblogging stuff. I'm okay with people tagging stuff. I'm okay with people doing anything with my shit. In fact, I'm more than happy to like see people add on to the things I'm saying. I've never been against the interpretations of my work. If anything, I've been against having to do the interpretations of my work for my audience because I don't feel comfortable doing that, right? Oh, right. Brings me to my 5th point. For the project that I'm working on, which I have posted like concept art of and like sketches of what I've been working on tumblr.com, which is also why I brought it up. For cyberspace specifically, which is my newest little thingy, I want to clarify to you all something before I get into it, that A, it's something that I'm making on my own, where it's not going to be conventional Minecraft shit, if that makes sense. I'm not casting people and calling them Dusty. Like, I'm not casting people and calling them Concha. I'm not casting people and calling them Dijon, right? I'm casting people and I'm calling them, like, fucking Mark, or, Jose, or, like, fucking Ignacio. Like, I'm giving them actual names, and I'm making the characters people. And the voice actors there are there for voice acting. Nobody is playing a character that is them. Because that is the stories I am most comfortable writing. You will cast Concha, right? No. The fuck? Concha knows this. I told him while I was working on this, he was like, and what role am I playing? Nobody. The fuck? I'm not letting that guy into any of my projects in the future. Fuck that guy in particular. Death to the raccoon. I'm joking. But yeah. Like, I want to prioritize what I think to be my final project in the Minecraft sphere specifically. I want to make it good. I want to make it nice and good. And I also want to clarify that I will not be... Like, obviously, if questions are asked to me, I'll answer them, right? I love talking about my own shit. You can never get me to shut the fuck up on my own projects and my characters and all that shit. How do you say it? But... I was gonna say something, right. I don't want to do the... Sorry. My jaw just clenched in a weird way. I don't want to do the interpretation for you, if that makes sense. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I have never felt comfortable doing that, but sometimes I just felt like I needed to. A, because I was 15 and stupid, but also B, because I'm, like, a very impulsive person when it comes to me seeing my shit get misinterpreted, and if it's, like, something that is actively harmful, and people don't realize it, I will clarify that, right? Where it's like I assume most people didn't realize that Zully and I were related in real life, so I had to, like, I felt the need to step in and be like, yeah, that's my fucking brother, by the way, before it escalated further, right? I'm not, I should clarify, White Pine, I am not a part of in the writing sense. If I'm in a project and I'm just voice acting in it, I'm not gonna suddenly fucking turn around and be like, nope, not doing that anymore. But if I'm actively writing my character for it and writing shit out for it, I'm not writing my own stuff anymore. So if my characters get horrifically fucked up and bad, no, that's not me. I'm not writing them anymore, and I've left my children in the hands of shitty babysitters. Right, like, if that's what ends up happening. I doubt it will, but, like, you know. I've never written for White Pine. The only thing I've done for White Pine is annoy Ivory at every given instance while she was making it. And I don't feel comfortable talking about it because that's her private information, and also, like, it's not my project, if that makes sense. So that's when I talk about lore projects, and assume White Pine is excluded from that. I'm talking about shit like Arcadia or like stuff that was in the works that you might know about because people have teased it or teased me being in it. But like, I'm not. I'm like putting my hands up in the air. I'm not anymore. I was gonna say something shit. Yeah, White Pine isn't a lore project anyway. So yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. It's not a roleplay server. None of us are writing shit for it. That's all Ivory. Like, we happily provide our voices, and like sometimes people will be like, hey, can I change this aspect of a character? But it's very little beyond, I don't know how to change, like, I don't know how to voice this line. How do you say it? Fuck, I was gonna say something. Right. So I'm working on one final project, TLDR, and that's it. That's it from old Leslie over here, right? And that project I will be leaving out in the world, and I will be like fucking throwing that shit forward, and you can interpret what you want from it. I'm not gonna correct you unless it's like you are actively asking me for permission about something or asking a clarifying question in like a Tumblr ask, you know? I was gonna say something. Shit. Right. As for that project specifically, I am not gonna say what part of development I'm on because I don't want to like set up expectations. But I'm pretty far along in development at this point, and I want to clarify that, like right now, my game plan for it is the game plan I've had for most of my shit, but specifically for this one is that I am going to be making like 3 episodes in advance, because everything's gonna, like, the plan is to have everything fully scripted out before I go into production, right? So I'm gonna be making 3 episodes in advance, and in my mind, right, if it doesn't have enough like payoff for the effort I'm putting in, be it like audience attention wise or like actual popularity wise or retention wise or whatever, right? Unfortunately, I am an adult now, and the things I make have to have some sort of payback for me to be willing to continue making them. Not something I'm happy about or not something I'm proud of, but it is something that I unfortunately have to do. Don't get me started on capitalism. So if there is no payoff there, and there is no way for me to like really care there, then I will just pull the like pride thing and release the last few scripts on their own, but not like in the fanfic form. I'm just gonna be releasing them in pure fic, like in script form, and calling it a day and moving on to other stuff. I want to make that like transparent and like clear now, so that it's not a shock if it happens later. Because that has always been my plan with it. That's always been my plan with the stuff I make. I hope that's not what happens, mind you. I would love to keep making the stuff I enjoy making, but like, I don't want to set up a story and have a story's like payoff and stuff, just for people to get really invested in something that won't happen unless it's like actively good for the creator to make, you know? I feel like that's disrespectful to you, the audience, to throw you into that without knowing that's my plan in the end, and it's disrespectful to me, the creator, to not be transparent about my intentions. Like it would be a shame upon myself, you know? Um and I wanted to make that clear from the get-go. Is that a good or bad decision? I don't know. I'm still figuring this out, but I want to be clear that is my decision so far, right? I was gonna say something else, and then I forgot what I was talking about. Fuck. It's not about lore. It's not about that. Oh, right. Final thing. Like before I start wrapping stuff up. For those of you who didn't know, and I want to thank everyone for the like financial and like emotional support and like messages I got about it. How do you say it? I have arthritis and it's getting real bad. Like it's getting very painful to like wake up in the morning because everything hurts. And I'm not gonna go too much into detail with it because like I'm willing to be open online. I'm not willing to be that open online, right? There are places where even I, Vivioletta Fire, draw the line, and that is one of them. I'm not going to be talking about my issues with chronic pain. I don't feel comfortable with that. But like, it's something that has actively been inhibiting my day-to-day life, and as someone who is an artist, I'm sure you can understand that my wrists and my arms and my body working to full capacity is very important. That is an essential part of my job and my day-to-day living and my like things I do, right? And I'm actively going to physical therapy for it, so it's not a situation of that, right? But like, how do you say it? I don't want to like go through things and not be transparent about the fact that I will be slowing down significantly when it comes to shit I make online because I have to prioritize my commission work and I have to prioritize my job and I have to prioritize my classwork, which as an animation major, you can imagine I'm drawing a lot. How do you say it? I have to prioritize all of that over anything else, right? So if my future projects do not have as much like production value or as much artwork or as like it takes longer for stuff to come out compared to before, because you know, despite the title of fastest artist in the Wild West, I'm dealing with a pretty significant debuff on that front, right? So if that is the case, I want to preemptively apologize for that, because I have always hated the upload schedule I've had. I've always hated the way that I have not been making enough in enough time. And it is my own personal issues of productivity, right? But I don't want to promise things and be like, oh, I'll do better. Oh, I'll be more productive. Oh, I'll make more shit. Like, more stuff coming soon, and then not show anything for it, right? Which is why I've been very vague about everything, which is why I've been very quiet about everything, but making sure it's clear that I am working on stuff. Like, I haven't given up. It's just a matter of, like, I can't, you know, I can't promise it'll be as, like, common as you may believe, you know? Because I know the standard I held myself to before, and unfortunately, I am, how do you say it? I'm no longer 15 years old and, insane. How do you say it? Don't apologize for taking care of your own literal health. No, it's not so much a health thing. It's more so like a potential man keeps saying he's working on shit and doing shit and then doesn't follow through on it. Because I don't feel comfortable like doing that, and I don't feel comfortable doing that and not explaining to you guys like it is because my body hurts. My body hurts so much, and I don't mean that in the like sense of like, oh, you know, like I'm like sore or I'm like tired or like it just feels a little bit bad. Like I will have days where I am like unable to move for the whole fucking day, which is not good. And I prioritize my health over like creating shit then, but I also don't want it to be like, wow, this guy really is doing nothing. This guy seriously is just like fucking saying, like, we're just saying shit now, huh? I was gonna do something else as well. Oh, right. Here it is. I can show these now as well. Because I am not intending on doing anything with it. Let me just quickly see if I can get the files on their own. Here it is. No, as a reward, you know, I'm showing you some of my own shit. Because I want to explain some stuff and have that out there now that it's not being continued and has been essentially scrapped. I've made this very clear. I've made this very clear to multiple people, so it's not my concern here. But if you need it, like, in words, in writing, in talking, I'm not continuing Guide for Scum. I feel like I've made that very clear. I've made multiple allusions to it, and I don't want anyone to be like, but maybe in the future, like, when you feel better, or when you're gonna do stuff, it'll improve, and it'll, like, have more stuff going on, and, like, you don't want to say stuff now, because, like, what if it's pursued later on? I know. It's my character. I know what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. It's just for my own, like, for my own mental peace, and for my own, like, health. It's not good for me to work on multiple hour lore streams anymore. And it's not good for me to work on, like, doing all of that when I have other things I should be prioritizing in my life. But I do want to show you the things from, like, stuff I've scrapped before in the past. Because most of this is just sketch work for, like, scenes. How do you say it? That were intended to be animated, which is why they're sketched out like this, where it's specifically a storyboard. It's old art, so I'm, like, kind of, like, going quiet because I'm, like, realizing the quality of my older art. How do you say it? So this is a initial scene from episode 3. And then here, wait. I can quickly grab the thing that Cake made as well, because here it is. Like new. Trying to fucking find it. Misery. I can't fucking find it. I guess it's over. I was trying to find a specific animatic that Cake had made. But all I'm finding right now is this fuck ass image that we've been, like, I sent over and over of, like, fucked up how do you say it? Fucked up Minecraft characters with mouths. So I'm like, that's not what I wanted said. It's not what I wanted to show you guys, but I guess that's that. How do you say it? Oh, right. But yeah, the intent. Let me explain something real quick. I was thinking about learning Minimator before giving up and just animating it by hand. Because if you ever see me use Minimator, no, it's because I lost. It's not because I wanted to. It's not because I was, like, actively sitting down. It's like, I should learn 3D animation for the good of shit. No, it's because I lost. I lost the battle. Against what? You'll never know. But I just lost, and if you see it in something I create, please know that I lost. I was gonna say something. It's, I have the entirety of, like, episode 3, 4, and stuff here scripted. Let me just open that up, because I can just talk from there. Here it is. So if you're ever Thank you so much for the follow, Denwix. My animator's terrifying, but I don't know what else people use, like Blender. So, if you're ever wondering why it is, how do you say it? Why people often comment on the way I make documents, it is because this was a personal document that I wasn't sharing with anyone. Like, this was a personal document that nobody else had access to, that I made for myself. For the love of the game. So this is what the Guide for Scum document looked like. These are all scripted out episodes, and then I had the guide on how Pirate's Curse worked here, and I had the like roadmap that I wanted for the character here. I had the backstory. I had a general character sheet I made, and I had like different miscellaneous scenes, and like things that I wanted and things that I had scrapped. Also, I had little fics that I wrote and like just general images I made here. We can tell the difference between your work and conscious at a class. I mean, it looks organized. No, that's the point. It's a little bit excessive. But yeah, wait, I can get the character sheet up. So if you're ever wondering, how do you say it? If you're ever wondering how in-depth I am with my characters behind the scenes, let me quickly get this set up properly and like, not show you guys everything that I have written down, in a bad way. Here it is. One second. Sorry, I'm like dead silent because I'm like actively adjusting images right now, chat. Here it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm like cropping things out so I can have it all on one page and not have to worry about that in a hot second. Yeah, that's like good enough. Sorry, I'm like actively adjusting shit. Here it is. Okay. Sorry, went a little bit quiet for a second. So this is the document that I had written out, for his character sheet. So keep in mind, whenever Concha complains about, like, V just writes too much shit, this is like what I consider to be minimal writing, that you can just understand at a glance. So you can imagine how fucking fed up he is whenever I say I'm sorry whenever I send him something, because usually it's something that I consider maximum writing, which is way too fucking long. How do you say it? So, I will often write down, like, general information first, like, the name of the character, the gender / pronouns. Like, Pyro was always a woman, but I've always used he, him, or guild / guilds with him because it's just in my mind what he would use as a character. I had the pronunciation guide here. This is fucking. I'm pretty sure people figured this one out relatively quickly. But yeah, here's your confirmation. How do you say it? Also, I'm 99% sure people figured that one out quickly, but you have to understand the layers I was thinking about how this guy would lie. Because the idea is that I was thinking he would hide himself as a human, and then what he would do if people were suspicious that he wasn't a human is that he would like lift his hair back and be like, I'm actually an elf, but I've been hiding that the whole time because I know people are so weird about that because elves are like mostly Verdantian thing and I'm Atlian, right? And I'm in a position of power, so I didn't want people to know that. And then, in my mind, he was like, nobody's gonna look further after that because they're gonna think, okay, well, he was lying about that, right? They're not gonna think, secondly, oh, he was probably lying about the fucking horns on his head, because nobody's gonna think you can hide those effectively, right? Because I've seen him without his hat before. how do you say it? I don't think you realize how locked in I was on, like, what would a extremely well done liar do, right? How do you say it? Also, I don't know why, but there was an assumption that Pyrite was faking his disability. He was not. He was pretending like he was faking it on purpose so that people wouldn't assume he had it, but he was definitely disabled. How do you say it? Like, the leg braces he had were hidden for a reason. The arm braces he had were hidden for a reason. I never showed this because it was art that I wasn't comfortable sharing, because I felt like it was weird to share on public, but I had multiple art pieces of Pyrite wearing a body brace as well, like a corset. Because he has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is, like, basically he's dislocating all his shit all the fucking time. How do you say it? So, for the character itself, like, he was constantly geared up in physical aids, and he was still not doing too great with that. So I wanted to make that clear to the public as well when I was writing him, and I tried to make that as, like, indicative as possible, which is why whenever I was walking for a while, I would make him fucking start breaking down coughing. Because apart from the like, desperate cigarette addiction, he was, like, you know, not doing too great. I often made the joke, how do you say it? With her, it's just the fucking, the one image that's like, I've been smoking 10 cigarettes a day and I'm still not addicted. This shit's for pussies. How do you say it? Yeah, I will write down, his personality and stuff. To call him a liar would be both an understatement and a lie. He doesn't intentionally deceive people, not caring to lie unless it's explicitly necessary. Rather, he uses different personas based on the perceived value of the person he's speaking to. So he's incapable of seeing other people as actualized persons, often trivializing them to different values within his head, making them gain or lose value based off features he believes they hold. In fact, he struggles not only to empathize with others due to this, but even recognize them, barely remembering faces unless he makes an active effort to. Which is why for Pirate, it was so upsetting that Athos never showed him his face after, like, he got the mask, because he doesn't remember how Athos looks like, and it's something he is desperately trying to remember. Which is why he got so pissy afterwards. He's a little bit, like, fucking, V writes a childish character, but he is a little bit childish. How do you say it? Intense urge to survive is the best he can is one of Pyrite's main drives. Every desire he holds is one he frames as a selfish decision for his own comfort and survival, including his interpersonal relationships. He considers himself to be worthless, which is to say he considers himself to be the most valuable person alive. Basically, he doesn't think he has a monetary value, unlike everyone else, because he's so valuable. I wrote an extreme egomaniac. I centered him around the idea of greed. I centered him around the idea of capitalism, monetary exchange. That was the best I could do. Right. I was gonna say something. Right. So every single time you saw Pyrite doing something nice, in his mind, he was like, I just have to do this because I'd feel really uncomfortable if I didn't, right? Like, it bothered me, so I'm doing it anyways. He was never held back by anything he didn't want to do. If he didn't want to do something, he would just straight up not do it, and his justification would be like, I didn't want to do it, so I didn't do it. Like, he was very simple-minded in that regard. And then I have, this shit here. So he has a obsidian cane, which is a little audience sprite holder and a spell focus. The dagger, here were the spells he could do. How do you say that? Ooh, this means something. I don't know what, but you'll find out one day, I guess. I'm not saying anything here. But there's info here. How do you say it? And then here was, like, a list of likes and dislikes as well. But yeah. TLDR. That is basically what it was. I also had it with Pyrite that he would pray to every single god. He didn't have a specific god in mind. So unlike every other Atlian, it's not that he believed that religion was stupid, it's that he didn't prioritize one. Because he was kind of just banking on all of them. He was, like, I had the running bit, and this was shown in episode 4 in my script for it. But what he would do whenever he would pray is that he would, like, light an incense and he'd be like, Dear, Adia, please bless my crops today. He would burn out the incense. He would relight it for Ryantu. Dear Ryantu, please bless my crops today. And one of those had to work. He was banking on all of them, right? Like, eventually, one of them was gonna probably pick up the phone. Like, one of them was gonna be bored enough. How do you say it? So I wrote down hobbies, habits, fears, strengths, weaknesses, like fatal flaws. If you want to read this back in the stream, I'm not going to be reading all of these out, but like, you know. And then I had miscellaneous trivia here. How do you say it? But yeah. This is just miscellaneous information. So this is the stuff I would write about my character. And this is the stuff I usually do behind the scenes for my shit. I wanted to give an insight on the Leslie writing process because, well, you know, like, how do you say it? I didn't want people to, like, see this and, like, know like, how to explain this? I didn't want people to see my shit and know that I was, like, writing it and not be aware of, like, the things that you see behind the scenes. Like, I want to make it clear that how do you say it? I want to make it clear that I was thinking about everything that I was doing before I just threw shit in there, and I wanted to, like, show that somehow. Let me quickly move some stuff up here. Because I have this. Here it is. I'm, like, censoring some stuff there because I don't know whether or not Concha's gonna go into it, so I don't want to, like... Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I also have an explanation of how the curse that he had worked. Once again, this is a personal document just done for me. I should not have dedicated this much time to the formatting. It's just a me thing. I just enjoy doing that. Here's an explanation of the curse. The Rose Curse pirate has ebbed into his side as a distinct curse that granted those who come into contact with. Ooh. He refers to it as the Rose Blessing when mentioning it, though, as it is allowed for his prolonged livelihood despite its rather steep adverse side effects and general unpredictability. The curse is divided into two forms, growth and rot. When the curse meets the condition for growth, the thorns across Pirate's lower abdomen grow across his body, causing him extreme chronic pain and difficulties of breathing and fatigue. Should the thorns grow across his heart or neck, he would die. When the curse meets the conditions for rot, the thorns shrink and Pirate remains the same, just with much less risk of a flare-up. So it's not like the curse gave him a disability, but it would worsen the conditions of his disability. Because I wanted to make that very clear that I don't think a disability is a curse from God, and I didn't want to write it in that way. It was just worsening the effects of his disability because it was worsening other shit in his system, because that's just what would happen in my mind. The way the conditions of growth and rot are met change at random intervals, and Pirate can't exactly visit Blank every day. She makes hers scarce after all, so he has to discover what conditions the new conditions are on his own. Luckily, though, the curse conditions always exist as opposites of each other, and direct as it may be. Audience members can vote to shift the colors of Pirate's curse to occur. When the channel point redemption blessings bounty is bought, a poll is shown to the audience stating 3 options, then a choice stating remain under the banner growth/rot. Examples of the options go as follows: beetroot/steak, truth/lies, coin/drink, flinch/cereal. Pirate is not aware of the shift nor what the shift entails unless the audience informs him or he violates the conditions of the shift throughout the growth enough to become noticeable. Like, for example, if every single time he lies, he starts throwing up, he knows that it's probably the fucking lying that's doing it, right? Like, he's not an idiot. But it was more so, like, playing with the idea of, like, he's not gonna, like, immediately tell, like, oh, whenever I grab a coin, I'm gonna feel like I need to throw up. However, Pirate will, without fail, notice any shifts by the beginning of the next stream, as the color of his rose has changed again, and he would take note upon showering. So, the idea is that the rose color would change every single time the curse was changed. So even if he didn't notice throughout the stream that his curse changed or that something was wrong or different, the next morning, if you have a tattoo on your stomach and it's bright green, and the next morning you look down and it's fucking red, I feel like anyone would notice, huh, not the fucking right color. what the hell was that, right? So like there's the information, there's the character stuff. I made a list. I made an explanation. I can probably send the fucking backstory stuff to wiki people if they want, but fair bit of my early speculation being confirmed here. Thank you for sharing that. Yep. How do you say it? Yeah, I have his backstory written out, like, in full here. It's, like, 3 pages. I'm not getting into all that. But TLDR, Pirate was a noble, and then, ran away from that noble house, went to Atlas, and very, very slowly rose along the ranks after a considerable amount of years. And it was kind of a study of, like, how, like, A, the rise of power fascism worked, and B, why would this disabled woman, like, queer woman, want a fascist dictator in power? And the answer is because it's beneficial to him. That's it. Like, that's, like, unfortunately in real life that is often the answer for most things, where it's like, if it is something that is beneficial to someone, even if it is at the cost of others, a lot of the times people will take that option. And that's not saying, like, oh, humans are naturally greedy and evil. No, obviously not, right? But if you're in a situation where either you get shot in the head or the guy next to you gets shot in the head, I don't think anyone's being surprised if you pick the guy next to you, especially if it's someone you don't fucking know, right? I was gonna say something. Right. Also, fucking illegal immigrant allegory. Whoa, who would have thought? Leslie writing a Latin American character that was explicitly written with, like, immigration in mind to a higher power. I sure hope that... I'm getting a bit political on the Leslie stream? Never! Me? Nah! But I'm just, like, clarifying that now, because, once again, I'm not doing anything with the character anymore, so... like, you know, fucking throwing my hands up in the air. Let it be known. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's kind of mostly what I wanted to show. I wanted to just show stuff that I knew wasn't gonna be... What is this? Let me double check if this is actually, like, completed at any extent. Oh, I guess it is, kind of. Like, it's just very minor stuff. How do you say? I know I had this completed even more than I thought I did. But, like, I remember what happened. I remember the main thing that stopped episode 3 from coming out was because I had a very big crash with my computer and I had to, like, revert it to, like, 2 weeks prior, and then I lost, like, 2 weeks worth of work when relating to, like, the animatics and stuff. So that kind of put a bit of a damper in the things I was making. How do you say it? I also had, like, the scrapped promo art and stuff. Because I remember why I scrapped it. It's because I didn't like the way that the characters looked. And I didn't like the actual depiction of the characters here. What? Sorry. Sorry. I didn't know I had that in there either. I'll be real. Should I make life-size papier-mâché people and fill them with pig blood and organs and throw them at passing cars? Yes. No. Sorry. I also had this, but I don't know if I can even share this. Yeah, we had a episode 3 because I wanted to make Guide for Scum like 11 episodes more or less. I found a couple of the cinematics I made. I'm not showing all of them because I don't like the replay shots in them anymore. I'm pretty sure I didn't even like the replay shots when I made them, so this isn't a critique on past me, this is a critique on my like standards. But how do you say it? Episode 3 was supposed to be Ione, B, and Austin centric. And I have the full fucking script here. I could read this out. I could show this, but I don't know if that's something like people would be interested in. Like here, wait. Let me pop this out so I don't accidentally show like actual homework and like real life information. Here, give me one moment. What the fuck? What? Why isn't this showing up? What? There's no way. What the fuck? Okay. I guess I'll have to show you all my tabs. Like, that was not the game plan here, but... I might just not show it if that's the case. I'm sorry, like, fucking was about to show you average video let a fire script, and then I realized that I would have to share some, like, personal information, and I kind of wanted to back out of that one. I can show you my Adobe Animate. Not what I wanted to do, but, like, I can show you my fucking animation homework, but for some reason it's not letting me show my... Here it is. Okay, wait. Wait, I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. I guess I'm gonna have to show you my tabs. We're all gonna be very normal about the Leslie tabs for a moment, and we're all gonna pretend like we did not see half of this shit. I'm just closing a bunch of shit that I don't want shown, but I have to keep some stuff open because or else I'm gonna fucking forget that it exists. Here it is. Okay. This should work fine. I hope, I pray. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second. But yeah, so this is how I write my scripts. Let me see if I can make this bigger. And then maybe that way I can also, like, hide my tabs. There we are. Yeah, there we are, there we are. Ta-da! Okay. So, when I say I write out the dialogue, I mean I write out the fucking dialogue. So, this is like starting from scene 1. I also had this ready to go, just in case. How do you say? I also wrote this down, forgetting that there was another use for the word pregnant somehow, and every single one of my actors, yeah, no, episode 6 was scripted out. All of them were, like, ready to go. It's just that I fucking threw my hands up in the air and went, no more. How do you say it? I wrote this out, and all of my actors, every single one, when we were reading through the script together to make sure everyone knew what to say and, like, what we were doing while I was, like, giving them vocal directions, right? We got to that line, and Dijon and Cake went into a 10-minute tirade about Austin being pregnant, and I had to explain to them that it was just a very long pause that was uncomfortable. I did not mean it in the other way. They started improvising that shit, and in our recordings, there is a fucking, like, 5-minute improv moment of Austin being pregnant, and it's never seen the light of day. How do you say it? But yeah, like, all of this is voice acted somewhere. And, like, the replay shots are done. It's just a matter of, like, assembling it and doing the stream, but I ain't doing all that. I've made that clear. So yeah, we're talking. Here it is. Sorry, I'm, like, not talking too much because I assume people are reading it, the wiki too often. Hi, Concha. Sorry, allow me a moment, I just... I'm just very quiet because I'm kind of reading this along and I don't know, what everyone's up to, and I'm pretty sure most people would probably just VOD watch to read this, so I'm, like, scrolling past kind of quickly. But yeah, I want to make it clear that I'm, like, actively writing out, like, even the little mutterances and dialogue. This is pretty old. I think this is from, like, fucking... Oh my god, when was the last time I did anything for this? 1 second, let me check. Yeah, this is from December. V's writing would make me end my life. To write it, that is. To read it and act it as well. Enjoying it is plenty. How do you say it? What's wrong, Concha? You don't want to write the little, like, mutterings and, like, dialogue bits people have? How do you say it? Like, if you ever think an interaction is, like, done live or is natural, please know I'm actively writing it for it to sound natural. Don't think, well, excuse me, we'll need that. It costs too much and the leather works just fine. Besides, we still need to fix that damn tap. Like, I hope you understand that, like, when I say I'm insane about dialogue, or one of my friends say I'm insane about dialogue, it is because I am actively making sure. Yeah, but be a little careful. No, I know. No, I'm being very careful. I did not show the god information that I wrote down. If that is what you were worried about. And also, regardless, like, this is stuff I would have shown anyways by now. And it's, like, stuff that I wrote out made to be shown by now. So, like, I doubt anyone's gonna, like, freak their shit. Hey, I write scripts, just this. Katya writes 2-page bullet-pointed list of plot points to fill. Katya writes down, how do you say it? Katya writes down, height moment aura here. And we all have to figure out what the fuck he meant by that. I'm kidding. Katya, if you want, I can sit in a VC and you can look over my shoulder and be like, hey, don't show that one, and then I can scroll past quickly. Alright, I'm going back to Rick and Morty. Yo, what the fuck? Hell no, I got shit to watch. What the fuck? You hate me. You hate me so bad. You see how Concha treats me? You see how Concha treats Rin? I would never treat Rin like he does. Rin, it's date night in an hour. You can just hang out with me before you guys go on a date. What the fuck? Like... You know that one image that's, like, their third, and it's, like, 2 people completely unrelated? That's Concha between Rin and I, by the way. Yeah, V and I are going on a date. Something flower fields. Godspeed. Concha hates me. Concha's unloving. Concha throws rocks at me because he thinks I should die. It's true. The liberals don't want you to know it, but it's true. He treats me like shit, and for what? What have I ever done to him? Apart from bullying him at every instance and steal his wife and kick him while he's down and make fun of him and his writing and say it's Marvel movie level writing and doing slander at the level of like never seen since Potential Man. But what have I done to him apart from that? Nothing. Oh fuck! What the hell? Hello? Alright, I'm sitting in the live VC if you want to show for a sec. Yeah, at most conscious there's a mention of someone here that they're not gonna understand. It will be fine. You say this, but we played last night. We are on Ascension 7. We could cheat on Seb together right now, Simran. I can't, I'm at work. You hate me. All my friends hate me and want me dead. They hate me so bad. I just left me here to die alone in a VC. Ren's left me here to die alone in a VC. And all for what? Because they're gonna go on date night? The fuck? Why is that my problem? Wait. Just bothering this guy for the love of the game now. Multiplayer is so much easier. Is Ascension 10 that bad in multiplayer? Sorry. Stream subject switched over to Slay Spire very quickly. Yeah, this was the animatic I was showing a little bit earlier, or at least the animation storyboard. We need to get the 10. We're on 8 right now. Well, we'll beat 7, then we'll be on 8. Sorry, 1 second. One second. I have to bother my friends. Every single time my friends say they don't want to hang out with me or they don't want to do something with me, I suddenly become every manipulative parent ever because I will start DMing them shit like, when I die one day, you'll be thinking back on this moment and like crying about the time you squandered when you could have spent it with me. And they're like, what the fuck is your problem? Obviously, I'm not being serious. And obviously, they know I'm not being serious. This is something I've established a boundary with, and I've told people multiple times if they want me to stop, I will stop. Right? Like, it's not an actual manipulation situation. But like every single time one of my friends don't want me around or like need me to do something else, I would like cross my arms and be like, I remember when you used to love me and treat me right. Like a fucking divorced parent. Here it is. I'm here an hour later. What else are we addressing? Oh, I'm just showing people stuff that I'm not completing. Yeah. More Pirate being uncomfortable with like physical touch when he's like not the one like holding the wheel. How do you say it? I don't have it noted down here because I don't note down my own vocal directions. But the thing is that here I was supposed to, since he was rambling and I wanted to showcase that he wasn't putting on an act in that moment, I was gonna like fully lean into my natural accent. Because if anyone ever saw Pirate, it's like, what the fuck kind of accent is that? That's just how I sound. that's just my voice. that's how my voice is when I'm not actively paying attention to how I'm speaking English. So I would just do that with him, which is why the voice acting I did with Pirate was a lot more in depth and a lot more nuanced than the voice acting you've seen me do for other characters because I'm not actively paying attention to English. I'm just speaking. Here it is. Probably mess all things considered, we will have to do early shifts for most of the week, or I will with med bills. I'd help paying you for overtime. It's fine. It was due for a deep clean anyways. Also the fact that he doesn't speak formally when talking with a friend. Keep in mind, guy who's insane about dialogue. And here's why I'm insane about dialogue. Here it is. And once again, this is writing from December, so it's not my best work, but here. Hi Coin, welcome in. How are you doing? How you doing, Coin? What's up? Yo, Coin Monkey. Yeah, I'm wrapping up here. I'm kind of scrolling through this quickly because once again, I think if somebody wants to read this, they can probably VOD watch it. I'm just kind of pointing out key things that I don't have written down here. What's up? Actually, I've mentioned Violetta is one of my favorite names for like a girl if I ever choose to have children. Ah, you're naming your kid after me? I'm joking, but it's a really nice name, yeah. How do you say it? Yeah, the script stuff's weird. Guys. Oh, yeah, and then here's information I wanted to make very clear very early, is that do not resuscitate orders exist in the first place, and like what that means about the self-care, like healthcare stuff. I'm doing good. What about you, V? I'm just looking through some old writing real quick before I go back to drawing. Also, reminds me of Violetta, the Disney show. I was such a huge fan, dude. Dude, I never got to watch Violetta because I wasn't allowed to watch Disney Channel at that time. But I did manage to watch whenever I was at a friend's house, like a few episodes of Soy Luna. And I always fucking hated her so much. All she did was roller skate and bitch and moan. But yeah, it's mostly symbolic stuff. I don't know. I feel weird like spelling stuff out for the viewers. I feel like you can kind of put two and two together based off this shit. I'm just scrolling through this quickly. Here it is. And then here's the scene that was at the end. I will warn general audience members though. There is a slur set in here. I can reclaim the slur. And there was narrative significance for the slur being said. But how do you say it? Like I'm showing a script that I wrote. How do you say it for something going? It's not like I'm actively being like slurs are good and racism is good and ableism is good, right? If a character is using a word, if you're watching a movie, you're not gonna hate the actor for doing it, and I want to make that clear before I keep scrolling. I trust my audience is like media literate enough though, so I'm good with that. Here it is. Here's your here's your final crumbs forever. Here it is. Okay. V, why did you say that? Yeah, no, as Coin knows, all I do in private is sling slurs all the fucking time. And exclusively ones I can't reclaim, because I'm using them as a slur. Every single time Coin messages me, I'm like, get this stupid ass F slur out of my DMs. And as we all know, I'm not actually gay, I'm just doing it for the bit. So, you know. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. But yeah. If you want to read that, I implore you to VOD watch. You can look upon everything I wrote here and feel free to like share it around or like take screenshots and show people. You're not gay? What the fuck? I've been lied to. I believe it. I've been doing it for the bit the whole time. That photo of me making out with my girlfriend for the bit. For the locked in bit. I was lying. I was doing it for science. I was doing it so I could hate more efficiently from the inside. That photo of me having my girlfriend ride, how do you say it? Ride on my back like a piggyback ride as I like run across the flower fields. That was for the bit. That photo of my partner and I fishing together, nah. You have to understand, I was just locked in. Dude, I had my socks on. I was joking. But yeah, no, nah, don't do that shit. What the fuck was that? So I could hate from the inside is crazy. It was for the likes, I swear. I was just queer baiting. I was duo baiting for the love of the game. I was duo baiting. I was doing it so people would make fan art of me and my homie. Nah. But like, jokes aside, like, I would never write something if it was not directly something I was like trying to do for a reason. I'm not gonna like randomly include a slur in my story just for the love of the game. Like I even had a rule of myself when writing my shit that if you've heard me talk for even 5 seconds on stream, you know I swear worse than a sailor. Your average sailor would flinch like an abused animal at the amount of swears I throw out every 5 seconds, right? Now we know what you are. Fucking, I don't know, straight? How do you say it? But like, I have a rule for myself when writing dialogue and when writing shit that I have the fucking like BoJack Horseman rule of 1 swear word per story, like per episode, and ideally per like season, right? It depends on the runtime of the episode and the story, right? If the episode's like if it's in, let's say, like randomly 8 episode series, each episode is like 40 minutes, then I'll like allow 1 fuck per episode, right? But if it's like a 20-minute episode and it's like 8 episodes the same way, I'd allow 1 fuck per series, you know? So like that is the mindset that I am in when I write, where I try to limit swearing and I try to limit actual usages of like heavier words, because I want them being used to be something impactful and not just Vivzy Pop suck me. My name's Kane and I'm your bitch. And today I'm showing you pornographic images, you know? Like, I'm not doing all that. Also, V, what are you drawing? This is a character. Fuck, shit, crap, fuck. Thank you for sharing. It's nice to see what you had planned to explore this character in your writing process. Thank you. I hear Vivzy Pop. Why aren't you VIP? Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Wait, is it because I'm not VIP in your chat? I have to check something real quick. Before I give you VIP in my chat, Saturn, I gotta quickly check something on your channel for no reason in particular. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. I was about to be like, why don't I have Saturn with VIP? And then I realized I don't like giving VIPs for friends only for them to like never show up. I lurk on all of your streams though. Look at my watch streak of 2 streams so far. I got that 2 stream watch streak, dude. I'm locked in. Meow. Yeah, Coin. I'll give you VIP, bro. I'm giving it to Coin. Wait, I wanted to. Alright. What is this shit? I'm not giving anyone VIP at this rate. It's gonna fucking inflate the— I actually don't know if I have any spots on VIP. Let me check. Oh, wait, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Look at him. Look at him go. Boom, boom. Entirely just for the love of the game. You ain't VIP in coin stream. What's this treatment? No, I am. I am. If I go and message in coins chat right now, I'll be VIP. I live, bruh. GG, jokes aside. Yo! Yo! Saturn hates me. Saturn wants me to. I'm actively in a VC. You can join, by the way, Saturn, but you just hate me and you're not joining because you fucking hate me. Saturn gives VIP to active members of his stream. He's using it well. I will message. I have a 2-stream watch streak, and God forbid a man is not awake at fucking 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, VS VIP. Yeah, let me open up coins chat right now. Here it is. Wait. Oh my god, wait, did I fuck up spelling your name? No, I didn't, okay. Yeah, here it is. Bleh. Yeah, followed and VIP. I bet he just fixed that. No, I've had VIP this whole time. I'm not fake like you, Saturn. Fake! Fake! Look who's still ain't joining VC, Saturn. Fake! Look who is actively given the option to defend himself live on air and is not. You know what? Fuck it. One sec. Frozen ask VC. Oh no, he's coming!
Oh, fuck, such a bitch ass.
Bro just drove by. Okay, chat. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. But he joined the fucking VC1, went to VC2, and like started slowly descending from the fucking VCs to drive by, say something in mine, and then keep going. What the fuck is this shit? No, every VC was working, but that one you had to drag yourself in. He's the most recent VIP. How do you check who the most recent VIP on someone's channel is? What the fuck? How are you checking that? How do you know? Oh my god, bro. Here, wait. On another note, what are we drawing? I am currently drawing my characters from the story that I write called Natimus. Oh wait, that can't be right. Oh wait, fuck. My name's Leslie and I'm not logged in on Twitch on OBS right now. Here it is. Oh, they do show it in order. No, wait, this is in alphabetical order. This isn't in order of like how they got it. It's just like alphabetical. I'm not fake. Yeah, Effie's a mod in here. I forgot who I have modded. I'll be real. Like, I'm pretty sure it's most of my friends, but Yeah, it's about as much as I expected. DLWR is the alphabet? Why is it that when I look it up, it's in alphabetical order? What the fuck? When I look it up, it's in completely alphabetical order, and I don't think I added my friends in there, like, in alphabetical order. Dude, I messaged Coin, join up, and he's like, oh, I'm just eating right now, and I'll join in a little bit. It's gonna take 10 years! He's eating so much! He hates me! This bitch! I'm the motherfucker YouTube while he's eating, I'm not sad. It's fully alphabetical for me. Yeah, see, I'm glad Noob at least that has the same issue that I do then. I was about to say, like, am I just fucking insane? I do have to look through my VIPs because a lot of people I'm just not friends with anymore. I have not spoken to in ages, and I kind of want to free up spots for people I do actively, like, speak to and I'm friends with. How do you say it? I'm glad that Chloe is my first ever VIP. I'm glad that's the precedent we're setting. Oh my god, fine! One second. Wait, it's not letting me? I just tried to VIP Saturn, but it said this user doesn't exist. Wait, did I read it wrong? No, okay, I did. I was about to say, I was about to be like, what the fuck? I'm kind of in a state with character design where I keep like simplifying it and making it like, how do you say it? Making it more complicated at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm kind of just reducing them down into bigger shapes, but also like adding more minor details in those shapes. Mostly because I noticed a lot of my OCs had similar faces and I didn't want to deal with all that, so I tried to make them look a little bit more diverse in that sense. Especially characters who are of like similar descent, because one of my friends pointed out how Zinnia looks similar to Sylvia, which is a different character I have, and I immediately went to correct that. And now I'm just bothering someone for the love of the game. Literally just doing it because I'm a hater.
Sorry, I was busy with something. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What were you busy with? What were you doing?
Just really locked in on a showdown game.
I
can't do it under background. The lock in.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that my friendship was less important to you than Pokemon Showdown.
That's not what I was saying at all.
Oh, it's okay.
No one's saying this.
You are.
Yo, that's not. Oh my god.
Have you just been testing out your new teams, or is it like?
I've just been working with one.
I would never treat you like that. I know, Steva. I know you wouldn't.
Yo, okay, hold on. This is a little bit. Yo, you need to chill.
Yo, what do you mean?
I'm saying that to Siva.
What's wrong with my relationship with our girlfriend? I don't understand.
Ow!
Mary.
Whoa. I don't be saying that about your partner, okay? You need to.
Yeah, because you have no reason to flirt with Rita.
I wouldn't want to because they're taken, and also I'm just already in a relationship.
Yeah, and that's okay. And I support our partner being happy. I don't understand what's.
There's no our, there's no we. This isn't French, okay? Like there's no we, there's no our. There's what's mine and what's mine alone.
Mm-hmm. Here, wait. I think there's a way I can set it up so that you show up normally.
What is he doing here, bro? Now I want to go.
That was a
Wait,
good
what's-
episode.
What the fuck is he doing here?
My episode's done. I said I was gonna go watch something, and I watched something, and now I'm done. Good episode.
Bro only joined because Saturn's here.
That is honestly that is a good reason. I mean, I ain't gonna knock
Yo, what the fuck? Dude, I was showing like the old script stuff, and I know Concha was sweating bullets, hoping I wasn't gonna be like, anyways, here's all the information on the gods of Arcadia since I have no attachment to it anymore. Go fuck yourself, Concha.
I wasn't specifically nervous about it. It was most of the fact that there's a lot of stuff in there about other characters rather than the gods themselves.
Yeah. But it's okay. Like it's stuff that I wrote out with your permission beforehand that like I trust is not too
Yeah, the fact that you wrote it out is something else from putting it on.
Yeah.
Putting it on a live stream. There's differences there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't fact check everything you saw. I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think there's a particular problem.
Also, I don't know why you're your D&D characters when I set your PNGs to this. I'm trying to fix that right now. One sec.
I'm not. I don't. I was gonna say.
No, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
Perfect. Guys, I have a moral conundrum that I must face you to by.
Yeah.
I famously don't like religion.
Okay.
But the Pope recently made one heater of a statement, and I kind of have to stand by it.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw his fucking manifesto on why AI is a bad idea, or should at the very least be regulated. I think that's what they said.
Oh.
Fucking Coin Monkey?
What are you doing here, bro?
Yo, guest
Hello,
appearance,
Coin.
Coin Monkey.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Good? Are you Vi on Vi stream?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I think
You're
I think he's
Vi.
going.
Wait, what? You're Vi.
Wait, what the fuck?
You're Vi.
Yeah,
Vi?
Vi.
I'm fine!
Yeah.
Woo! I got pronouns, mom!
That's
Oh
my streamer!
God. Oh my god, that's my streamer! Wait, I got a request. Can you just make my my thing just a PNG of my fucking profile picture?
No, it is just a PNG of your profile picture. I don't know why it wasn't for a second.
Oh, what the hell?
Let me quickly fix the
Holy shit,
layout
that
as
is so
well.
much fucking aura.
That picture is atrocious.
What is
How
Ro
are you
doing here?
How are you doing, Coin?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Oh my
Happy
fucking
to.
god. Sorry, I'm just like, this is cracking me up because there's so much fucking aura.
One second.
Hold on, bro. I need to make a tweet.
Well, just everyone, like, all the PNGs, and then just you.
Wait, Coin, don't worry. I'm gonna make it better in a sec. Wait, he's fucking deafened!
Anyway, yeah, the Pope made a really good statement the other day.
Which was what?
Well, that AI is I'm half LARPing this because I haven't read it in full. I've had other shit to do. But the gist of what I could see was that it had to do with, at the very least, having it be regulated. AI rather than it being like as freely spread as it is now. And I mean, saying that is as fucking vague as saying we should do something about it. Because to what extent do you want to regulate it? I mean, I get that you don't have any administrative power, so just saying it should be is one thing. But that was pretty cool to see. It does mean
think
that people of the Catholic Church can now actually say that their religion doesn't allow them to use AI.
I think honestly our access to AI should have stopped like as soon as we got ChatGPT. I don't think anything else should have gone farther than that. I think that's the only form like
Yeah. No, I agree. Let's take aside the massive environmental issues that it has, right? I fucking love the idea that that a version of regulation of the large language models that are out there is just that it gets limited to the very first version of it that it came out in, like, what was it, 2023, 2022? I don't remember what it was. Just that, that everyone's stuck with that, because that sure, don't use AI, obviously. Again, like I'm saying, let's just ignore for a second the environmental consequences of it. But that version could have like made so many mistakes all the time. Wasn't connected to the internet. Couldn't use Google. I think I remember that was a big change when it got out.
Like I'm saying that should have just been the only access we should have had to it, even like after it gets like upgraded and like fixed and everything. I'm fine with it, but like it's like everything else that people use AI for, like making stupid videos and like audios and fucking
the
is like all the
when
really
I saw my
their time like just slopping away.
When I saw the first ever Sora AI video of Martin Luther King, I was like, oh no, that's bad. We shouldn't have access to tools like these. Again, like, set aside the moral problems with or like the environmental issue of using it, like we shouldn't have power like this. We shouldn't.
Welcome in, PK.
Hi, PK.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people were like, "No, nobody's gonna start making like AI porn of real people," and then, well,
yeah, that too. Like, didn't even think about that. Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary. You know what isn't scary? TwitchCon isn't scary. I have fun. I'm excited. I'm gonna have some fun.
I wish I could see my friends again.
Hello, Seb.
Hey guys.
Hi, Seb. Wait, let me set you up,
What's good?
Seb, because now you're just hidden.
Here, hang on, wait.
No, I got you. I figured it out. Hey, wait, you're gonna be
Eastcoin's profile picture.
You're gonna be a plant for a second, but I'm gonna
That's
fix that.
Leorio.
I don't know.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter.
You should watch Hunter x Hunter. It's good.
Yeah, I could name probably 5 animes and you'd say that about them.
No, but Hunter x Hunter is my favorite one.
Isn't One Piece your favorite?
No, Hunter x Hunter is.
Hunter x Hunter's always been his favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
To fucking, I wouldn't know. IPK. You don't know, can't you? I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter. I don't know I don't know, bro. How am I supposed to know?
Hunter x Hunter's always been my favorite ever since I was a little boy.
Doesn't it have like 70 something episodes? Isn't it relatively watchable? Is that that
Yeah,
one?
it's
There you
okay.
are.
Here's the thing: the first few seasons are very short. They only have like 20 episodes each in it, and then the second to last season is really long, but it's the best season.
I see. I mean, if it's a good season, then there's no issue with it being long, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say one of my, because I don't really watch that much anime. I watched Attack on Titan. I watched The Promised Neverland. Season 1.
That one's good.
Then,
I didn't watch season 2. I heard it was
yeah,
That's just my favorite LARPer.
Well, that's I mean, I'm not LARPing.
I'm
'cause
joking,
not
I'm joking.
Cheese gets it in chat. Sorry, I need to acknowledge this. Cheese gets it. Favorite anime. That's the best one, bro.
I was gonna say, like, the perfect part about animes to me, specifically in the case of, for example, the Promised Neverland, is that there was such, like, people hated the adaptation of season 2 so much, and I never read the manga, and I don't care to. So Luke just showed me that like years ago, and then when it ended, I thought like to me that show was over. There's nothing because I don't get recommended clips of it either on like YouTube or TikTok or whatever the fuck. So I have not seen anything beyond season 1. So to me, that show ended
That's
there.
fair.
Perfect. Good way to call it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
wait.
no. Which
I just
animes
got
have I
reminded of
watched?
something because of Cersei. V, what was the name of that anime we watched that was good for the first 3 episodes and then turned into trash?
Oh wait, the one that
What
was
that
like
called? I
the
just want to be
ultra
average or
pedophile
something.
woman. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to be
dude. Oh my
average.
god, it was so fucking funny.
What?
It was so funny. The first arc revolves around like these like 4 like schoolgirls. They all get into school, and then the first arc is like this 8-year-old's been captured. Oh no, these people are horrible. What is their reasoning? I just want to look at these little children. like literally out loud say that. It's like, I'm not a creep. I just want to look at little
No,
girls.
it
was so
wasn't.
bad.
No, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that this old lady was like, no, like not only was she like, no, I am a creep and I like little girls. She was like, I just want like to kidnap a bunch of little girls and have them in a basement. Dude, is that really so wrong?
Yeah,
And it was just like,
yeah, no, she was exactly like that. There was so many fucking funny moments in it, bro. There was, you remember Greater Fireball or Bigger Fireball? There's a scene that me and V like paused because we like literally started crying laughing because it takes so fucking long. It's always these shitty animes. They take so long to cast magic. There's like a minute of this girl chanting this thing to summon a shitty little fireball, and then this bald pedophile goes bigger fireball and immediately kills her. It's so
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
bad. It's so bad.
there is no greater joy in life than like putting on a really fucking shitty show and like telling your friends you want to watch this with me.
Oh my god.
How do you
Jeez,
say?
no, I've been getting those Hunter x Hunter shorts. I've been seeing them too, bro. They're so good. I'm so happy.
Does this capture the essence of the Leorio PFP?
Yes, bro. You need like the sunset background from the image.
Yeah, wait, I got this.
I was gonna say I want to think. What's
your second favorite anime of all time?
The one about the pedophile lady.
The list isn't that lengthy. I watched a
Out of the
good
5
chunk
you
of.
watched.
I watched a good chunk of Fire Force. I think
That's a
the
good
name. I
one.
might have.
Except for the
Yeah,
fan service, that's a good
I
one.
liked. Yeah, the fan service is. Whoa. But like the actual concept of that show is pretty fun. Like I like
Yeah,
that.
dude.
I like that. I like that show quite a bit.
I
Though
really like
there
the
were
last few
a
seasons.
couple episodes where like that was the very first time. Okay, not the very first, but one of the first times that there was such an abundant amount of fan service in an anime, and I kind of just looked at
Yeah.
Luke and I was like, is this normal? And he said the amount, no, but the fact that it's a thing is yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I think that's a bad thing. Like,
Listen,
Yeah.
not to be that, not to be like go white boy go, but
Fan service has been getting better in recent years. I feel like there's more shows I can recommend that like don't have it than I could like 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
No, I'm not.
Mhm.
I don't worry, Serge. I'm not putting it on.
You know what's a
pedestal
really
praising
short show you
I'm
could
just saying
watch.
some parts of it are good.
And
Mhm.
I'm recommending this to everyone because it's really
Oh
good.
God. Is
Mhm.
it?
Talk
Is it what I
Takopi's
think it
Original
is?
Sin is really
That
really
one's
good.
great. That's a 10 out of 10. It's
That was a
super
10 out of
sad, but
10.
it's super good.
I was watching it with 7. By the end of it, we were both crying. So like it's
Yeah,
worth.
it was super good. It was a very good show. For Fire Force, I'm gonna say right now the entire show gets carried by Arthur though. Arthur's the goat. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he is.
Arthur's the
I
best
as I said,
character
I
in
haven't
that show
finished
by
that.
far.
I haven't finished the show. I watched it for a good part with Luke, and then we kind of just stopped doing that.
Dude, the
but,
only reason
yeah.
why I watched because I read the entire manga of it, but then the only reason why I finished watching the anime was just I wanted to see Arthur's final fight because it was so baller. It was so cool.
I was
Anyway,
gonna
that's what I
say,
love about Force.
I mean, I just think that I got spoiled. Not as in like spoiled as in like I was given too much when it comes to anime because the very first one I was ever shown was Attack on Titan, and that show is so fucking good.
Mhm.
And I just
Yeah.
auto expect that is the bar from now on,
I-
which is not how that works, but that's how
I'm
I
a
put it
terrible
in my head.
Latino because the first show I watched was actually Dragon Ball, and I didn't like it, so I did not watch anime for several years because I was like, I
Wow.
don't really like this.
I think at one point, Vi, and I think it was JoJo's, but I could be wrong. But I remember there was one morning where you simply refused to go to bed. Dijon hadn't slept, and I woke up after a
No, I was
terrible
having
night's sleep.
nightmares. No, I was having
Well-
nightmares,
well,
so Dijon sat me down and like
Yeah,
in a
I
VC.
said yeah. I meant refusing, as in like you hadn't gone to sleep yet.
Oh yeah.
And Dijon was up; he hadn't slept yet, and it was full out daylight was out by that point, but still. And I woke up after a terrible night's sleep, after like 4 hours, and I think you two were watching JoJo's. I think that was the anime it was, and I fucking hated every second of what I was watching.
Okay, yeah, but
Get in the
JoJo's
car
is
right
just
now.
oh, this is in the car.
This is in the
No.
car.
Or Demon
Oh,
Slayer,
the
my
like
comment
God.
sucks, but
like
the sound is so
Demon
good.
Slayer. The people that like Demon Slayer, I can understand. I can understand people that watch and like Demon Slayer. I can get behind it. I can see it, but that show's pacing is so dog shit. It is so bad. I
Yeah.
it's so bad.
It is. It's not the best. I really just like. The only arc I liked was the Entertainment District arc from Demon Slayer.
No,
That was the only one I exceptionally liked, because the rest of them were just, especially the Demon Sword Village, whatever that one was. That was ass. That one sucked. It was so bad.
how do you say it? With JoJo
watched the
specifically, what
movie.
ended up happening, Concha, is that it was me, Divi, and Dijon watching it together, and Divi and Dijon were having the time of their life. And I was just sitting there in the corner, like I feel like I would enjoy the show a lot more if I liked men. Because
What? Don't say like JoJo's favorite. Yo, that's my
Dude.
favorite anime, bro. What you talking about?
I have a
Well,
hot
yeah,
take
case in
about
point,
JoJo
but-
for the reason why I
sorry.
can't get into it.
What do you mean, case in point?
How do you say it? No, because the thing is with JoJo's is that every 5 seconds a dude is like shirtless and like screaming and like licking another dude, and I was like, okay, it gets to a point, right? Like I'm starting to understand how people see when they see like when a gay man watches a show and it's just girls taking off like their shirt and showing their tits. I was like staring at the
Mhm.
wall. Jolene would
I
still be
don't
your
like
type. You don't know my
JoJo.
type.
I don't like JoJo for a bad reason. I just can't fuck with the art style. I don't know. It
That's
just
fair.
doesn't work for
I
my
did
brain.
really like Steel Ball Run though. I did really. Fuck
Yeah,
with
the first
it.
episode of it is good.
I'm trying to think of what shows. No, to be fair, Concha, the thing is you've always walked in on like the worst fucking possible moments for you to walk in on us watching shows together. Because I was watching Utena with Dijon and Boba, and it was us sitting in a VC together. And Concha joins up and is like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm so happy to see you all." And we were in the middle of a rape scene.
Oh,
So-
Jesus, fuck.
So it was kind of all of us like reeling from that and kind of just like, guys, I just had the craziest day at work today. And we're all like, yeah, how'd that go? Like
I mean-
it was just not a good time and it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It was just like it was an awkward walk-in.
I mean, sure, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking. The thing is I have a niche, and I like my niche, and
Yeah.
I'll stick in my niche. I'm
We
all
were
good.
also watching Bogo Stray Dogs and
Oh,
Concha
okay.
walks in and
Dude.
sees like a kid getting shot in the head. And it's like, I
Well,
swear
I mean, that
this
show
isn't all
I
we
already
watch.
knew. I already knew about that show, and I watched a good part of that too. Okay, it's true. I haven't watched a lot of anime, as in like finished a lot of the shows, but I have watched a lot of like the start of a lot of shows and gone, okay, you have like 5 episodes to get me invested, like maybe 5 or 10, and then 5 or 10 episodes,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. And then there's people that, and this is not a diss towards people who like anime, because if this is how you want to watch your mediums, then by all means go ahead. But then there's people who tell me like, no, it gets good after 40 episodes. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have the time or care in my life to invest 40 fucking hours of my life. Oh, it wouldn't be 40 hours, but the point stays the same. At least 10 hours of my life to watch a show only to after that's a full fucking day. And after that, I go like Workday. After that, I go, yeah, now I
Mhm.
get it. Now it's cool. Like, no, I could do so many other things in that same time span. I could.
Dude, I've been watching this really dark animation recently. It's called Inazuma 11. Have you guys heard of it?
Oh, it is over 11, 10 out of 10. Would watch again. That's a real fucking show.
That's
right
a real
there,
show.
ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
it right
Power
there.
of friendship and all that, but I don't give a fuck. Them boys can ball. They play ball. They know how to kick.
Speaking of femboys playing ball, shut up, Blue Lock.
No, there isn't actually. It's actually like it isn't. It's a full-on kids show. There isn't really many. I don't even think. I'm trying to think really hard. I guess.
To be fair, I
guess
feel like most people's
Aphrodite
first
of
shows.
Byron is the only exception to that.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's many femboy type characters. They look that their approach was more let's just make them look like aliens because of the season 2 plot line. But it works. They look fucking awesome. I love it. I love Inazuma 11. It's great. Oh, actually, would Nathan count as a fanboy? I think Nathan might count as a fanboy. I'm not sure.
How do you say it? My first ever show was like as my first ever hyperfixation on a show was fucking Smile Precure, and I think that Jester character fucked me up forever.
I have no idea what that is. But
I don't even know what that is
It's
either.
no clue.
I think the English name was like Glitter Force.
I still don't know what that is.
It was a fucking magic.
Is that like Fire Force?
Yeah, it's like Fire Force, but like without the fan service.
Instead of pyrotechnics, they have glitter technics, I guess. I don't fucking
Here,
know.
wait, I can show this character. This guy fucked me up for life. I think Child Me saw this and something went wrong, like from then on out.
Dude, that looks like Ballin Wonderworld. Holy shit, that's crazy. Does anyone get that reference? Please tell
I
me
got it,
someone
I got it,
catches
I got
that.
it, I caught the ball.
Thank you.
Ballin's
What's
such
it
a
called?
funny
Concha.
character to me because you take the hat off and he's just an anime character. Sorry, go on.
Right.
Concha, one anime movie I think you would like is Silent Voice if you've watched that.
I think you have.
Los Supercampeones? Oh.
I think
Sorry.
you have recommended that to me before.
Yeah. It's just like a really real story, and it's really nice, and it has a lot of really well written characters. And it's a little sad, but it's also really sweet. It's good. I think you would enjoy it, and it's also not long. And I'm gonna be real, it gets good the second you fucking watch it. It's not one of those ones where it's like you have to wait.
I mean, you said
the
it's a
second
movie,
you start
right?
that shit. Yeah, it's the second that you start the movie, you're already loving it.
I think
such a
so
vibe.
many. I do genuinely believe that there's a lot of anime out there that could be so much better if they were forced to put all their shit in movie length and not in series that can spend years on filler.
That's facts. That's why I'm glad they made the Chainsaw Man movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Though I'm convinced that you'd still have to cut out a lot of like important character arcs and stuff to do so, but it becomes
Chainsaw Man movie
it becomes a
is pretty-
compactable amount of content, and I think
Yeah,
that's good.
I feel like the Chainsaw Man movie is the perfect example of that because they actually added a few scenes that like helped the pacing a little bit.
I mean, I
Yeah.
believe it. I haven't watched it, but I do believe
Yeah.
it.
I don't
It's
think
a
you
good
would
movie.
like
I watched
Chainsaw
it
Man
with
realistically.
Coin.
I
You
know,
would not like Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I think the first season of Chainsaw Man came out around 2022, if I'm not wrong.
I
And the
think
only
you're
reason
right,
that
but
I
I'm not sure.
know that, and the only reason I know that it's around that time, like give me a fucking error by 1 year. But the only reason I know that is because there was a lot of friends in my old place that watched it, but it just doesn't.
Mhm.
I'm not one of those people who likes gore as much. Like in a horror
It's got
movie,
more than
I
gore. It's
think-
got themes and such.
Yeah, it's got
like,
themes
no,
and
I
such.
know, I know, but like I don't have to. I at some point I think it's just kind of, it's not slop. That's the wrong term, but it's kind of just there to
Trauma
be there,
porn?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
nah, I wouldn't call it that because it does make sense that there's gore if you're killing people with a chainsaw. It would be unrealistic if there's none of it.
His name's Chainsaw
But
Man.
it's
He
just
uses
not
an
my thing.
axe.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like that. Like that's why I like
Ooh.
Attack on Titan. Like there is quite some gore in that show, but it is very spaced out.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Welcome back,
Dude.
Coin.
Sorry.
Concha,
Alright,
maybe you
I
would
watched
love Hunter x Hunter then, bro.
Wonder Egg priority.
No,
Oh,
dude. Hunter x Hunter, they had to censor something. Like in one of the first arcs, a character named Hisoka cuts off this guy's arms, and the anime censors it. but instead of censoring it with like, oh my gosh, they just show it like censored out the hand part or anything like that. He just literally disintegrates the guy's arms into flowers, and it's never explained how he does that. And there's no ability that he has that can do that. So it's just completely unexplained for the entire series. It's so funny.
No, I'm trying to think. One Direct Priority is really good if you just ignore the finale. One Direct Priority is great if you just pretend like the finale doesn't exist.
I haven't finished One Direct Priority.
What was the finale?
Speaking
It's-
of shows,
Going.
speaking of
It's-
shows,
it's
I have some
like-
fantastic news. Oh wait, go on.
Hmm? So
No, you
I'm
go
just
first.
gonna
I'm
I'm
changing the topic.
gonna quickly explain it to Coin.
Oh,
So
that's what you
so
laughed about.
so the show is like, how do you say it? The show is like about this little girl whose best friend like kills herself, right? So she ends up going on these missions to
Wait, actually, wait, no, wait. One day, I actually want to watch this. Never mind.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Okay.
But anyways, finale is really bad, so you don't watch the end of it, and trust me. Just pretend like she keeps going on this adventure forever.
Yeah, but like that's
Oh, okay.
I feel like my time's wasted at that
One
rate.
Piece.
But what I was gonna say, fantastic news for all of the media enjoyers. Spider Noir, 91% Rotten Tomatoes. I am gonna watch
Oh my
that.
god,
I'm
I can't
so
wait. I
ready.
can't wait.
I'm gonna
I'm
watch
excited to
that
watch it.
shit.
I saw it on my pirating website this morning.
And
so excited.
ooh, okay.
You pirate? You fucking loser. Sorry.
No,
No,
sorry, I'm
no,
not.
no.
I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate lifer. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, just make
He's
sure
a
that if
pirate
you
and
watch
LARPer,
it,
he
you
just
do it
DMs me.
like I'm not very fucking I don't hold people to standards when it comes to watching shit. Like I'm not the type of person that thinks you have to watch a movie in the theater. But Spider Noir, you gotta watch it in black and white. You have to do it. You have to watch it in black and white. Yeah. It looks so good. I genuinely thought this was gonna be the worst show of all time, but it looks really fucking good. I'm excited.
Oh my god.
How do you say it? Yeah, no, I just wish things would show in cinemas here. The only thing that I got was the fucking Amazing Digital Circus ending, and I'm not watching that in theaters, dog. I'm waiting for them to do the leaks.
We will be watching this in theaters. What are you talking
I'm
about?
watching
Coin's coming to Costa Rica, and he's taking me to theaters to watch the Amazing Digital Circus
We're
ending.
going to watch the Amazing Digital Circus in theaters on Pronto.
Saturday,
We will be
if you
seeing
watch the Amazing Digital Circus before the new Mario movie, yeah, I think something's wrong.
Bro,
That-
look.
that has been
the
replaced by a
difference
Skinwalker.
the difference between both movies is one, I'm being taken to go see it, and two, with the Mario movie, no one wanted to go see it, and on top of that, fucking, I didn't want to go see it alone, and on top of that, I've just heard way too many fucking bad things about it, and I'm just scared to watch it.
They're here for me.
Get your ass, bro.
Who's ready to get?
Dude, I went to see the Mario movie with my friend Gilbert, and we both hated it, bro.
Stop
My
this.
friend Gilbert.
Gilbert doesn't exist. Stop this shit.
Yes, chat. I, the lesbian, watched the dark lesbian show. I watched Madoka Magica. I thought it was okay. I love Madoka Magica. You cannot trick me that movie is coming out. They keep saying, guys, in theaters this autumn. The autumn comes, it's gone. Guys, in theaters this autumn. You can't trick me, Aniplex. I know your game. That shit's never coming out.
Yo, who else watched High School DxD?
Me!
I did.
No, chat. I haven't watched Nana's. I don't want to watch the show where they never get together in the end and she just gets raped by some guy. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
Nah,
You
bro.
watched Attack
I'm
on
gonna
Titan? It's like High School DxD.
Yo, wait, is it?
Now hold the fucking phone, buddy.
Oh, Levi.
You're so now hold the fucking phone, buddy.
Every
Guys.
time I think of Attack on Titan, I can't stop thinking about YN, bro. Oh my god.
Dude. No,
Oh my God.
Seth
The
says his
YN memes are
favorite show
amazing.
is Hunter x Hunter, but you want to know what his real favorite show is?
What is it?
Seven Deadly Sins.
Of course, yo! Seven Deadly Cases is my
Jesus
favorite show of all time, guys. Seven Deadly
Jesus
Cases is the best show of all time.
I was gonna say Elfin Live, but I was like, that's a little bit too much of an elite ball. I don't know if everyone's gonna
Dude.
catch that.
Oh my god, Seven Deadly Cases is one of the worst shows I've ever watched in my entire life, and it's hilariously bad.
I only watched it for like one character. That's about it.
I'm guessing for what's his name, the lion dude.
Escanor.
Yes, bro.
Escanor.
Where he's
Yeah,
like, who
and-
decided that? And that's like I keep seeing
Who
that clip on
decided
TikTok.
that? Yeah, like that's just the scene. That's just
That's
the
the only
scene.
thing I've seen. Bro. Oh
That's
my
the
god,
only
yo,
reason why
Seven
you should
Deadly
put that shit
Cases is
on.
actually so fucking bad. Meliodas!
Meliodas. No,
I
how do you
fucking
say it?
love how bad that show is.
I managed to get through season 1 of Seven Deadly Cases with Zolly, and then he turned it off because he was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. He just fucking like shut down his PC and went for a walk, dog.
Dude, I was feeling an all-time low
Oh,
a couple
God.
months ago, and I rewatched the first season of Seven Deadly Sins.
You know, I've been hating my. You know, my life's been too good recently. I'm gonna watch Seven Deadly Cases.
Watch it,
I-
you'll feel worse. Watch it, you'll feel way worse about yourself. Don't worry.
I tried to watch Yuri on Ice with Rin and Saturn, and then they started
Oh, I
like
remember that.
groping.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you say it? I remember what happened. We tried to watch Kaguya-sama first, and then there was like a scene where he just starts groping her tits, and I like immediately shut the show off. And I was like, does anyone have any other recommendations? How do you say it? And then we ended up watching Yuri on Ice, and then he started groping this guy's dick, and then Saturn was like, no. Give it another episode. I think we can handle this
Dude,
one. And I was
why
like,
was it
okay.
called Yuri on Ice? There's only fucking guys.
No, that
You know, it
wasn't
could-
doesn't make
That's
any
not why you
sense.
It
quit.
could be. It could be worse. You could be a fucking Arcane viewer who made the first season of that show their entire personality, and then realized the second season is a 6 out of 10.
Such a good character. Fuck you. Oh my fucking god. Fuck you, man. Oh
What
my
was
god.
it?
Also, oh my god.
Bye,
Backrooms
no,
movie
we-
tomorrow. Backrooms movie tomorrow.
Bye.
I just realized.
Oh yes,
Yeah?
yes, I'm excited.
Backrooms got like an
Tomorrow?
80%, which is insane.
sec.
I thought. Let me check
the
the
Wait,
Rotten Tomatoes.
Saturn, speak.
I was gonna say, wait, what do they say tomorrow? Backrooms movie? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Backrooms, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I
86%.
want to see that in person at VidCon. But anyways, oh, that's so
86.
good to hear. Anyways, or TwitchCon. Anyways, no, we didn't quit Yuri on Ice because of that. We quit because
Based on
there was
80
a scene-
reviews?
The second, no, I remember vividly the exact moment that because it was so funny. They were at I think they were at like a hotel or like a house or something, and fucking I think it was Yuri. I don't remember though. But one of the main characters just comes out of the bath, and you can just full cheeks are out and everything, and then I immediately close the fucking the tab. And it was
I
so
can't-
funny because
I'm
I was just oh my god.
I'm like 2 years old when it comes to like
You-
shows with fan service. I remember we shut down.
That's
We
horrible.
tried
Send me the
Kaguya-sama.
episode.
We tried to watch
So
Kaguya-sama.
bad.
There was fan service. I shut it off. We tried to watch Yuri on Ice. There was fan service. I shut it off. So I opened up Chikawa instead because I was like, "There's only one show I can trust at this point." Like, I was so done.
Trying to think of other shows that I've watched recently.
It's just a little baby bear. We gotta put on Teen Titans Go for them.
Teen Titans.
No, 'cause, I can handle sex scenes. It's just that when it comes to me like a jump scare, especially if I'm watching with friends, I'll usually turn the show off because I don't want to watch a sex scene with a friend.
That's fair.
What do you mean, guys? What are you talking about? We
You
all
hate
screen share in
Euphoria.
this shit.
Yo,
I
we're all
know.
watching Euphoria, bro.
Dude,
We all watching
I
Euphoria together, guys.
how do you say it? I was watching a show. I was watching a show in a call with Seb, while we were just doing other shit in the background, right? Seb's playing a game. I'm watching a show, and he's like, "What are you watching right now?" And I'm like, "Lesbian hentai," and he was like, "Screen share right now." Like I was joking.
Screen share it, bro. You know what? One of my hate watch shows I've been doing a lot lately is
What?
Baki.
Bucky?
Oh.
Baki Hanma.
Can I drop a take?
What?
Go ahead.
I don't get why people hate watch stuff.
What do you mean? I love hate watching.
I don't understand the concept behind hate. Like the only
I think hate watching's only
I've
good if
ever
you're
made
doing
to
your
hate
friends.
watching- Well, the only exception I've ever made to hate watching stuff is when it's so popular, and then I go, okay, well, what's this all about? And then I think it's ass. Like that's, I guess, the closest I've ever come. I don't know. I just think I don't get the concept behind it. I mean, all power to you, but I've never thought to myself and gone, yeah, that show's fucking terrible. Let's
I
go have a
think-
bang of that.
I think there's something uniquely beautiful to me about watching something that is just genuinely horrible. I think
They're
it's like
coming
one of the
today.
funniest things. No worries. I think it's like one of the funniest things you can possibly do is watch just a dog shit show and just see how bad it is, and it's so funny. Just started a new series today that's super bad that I'm
Thank you for the
like
follow.
really enjoying.
Do you
How do you
guys
say
get shame depending on what content you indulge in, and you have to counteract it with something a lot more literate than what you just watched?
Yeah,
That's what I
sometimes.
get.
Yeah.
I get that. Like I
But
just
I
watched
just
the
read.
I just dead ass, and I'm not joking, and I don't care how much smack I get. I just watched the first episode of the new Rick and Morty season, and I instantly thought I should open like the Dune books or something like that to like counteract it. But it was a good fucking episode, but it's still, you're watching Rick and Morty, right? Like you know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I think I do get that feeling of shame only whenever it's like late at night and I'm watching like a shitty anime or something like that. I'm like, dude, there's no way this is what my life has turned out to be. And then I watch something really good to counteract it.
Yeah. I forget which show I like watched the first episode of, and I was like, that was so ass, and I need to watch something else. Oh no, I do this thing, and I was talking about this with Seb, where I like picking up random fucking isekai slop and just seeing what happens in it. And sometimes I will find like random gems, and other times I will find the world's like worst thing ever. But mostly it's just like a second monitor thing I can like leave on in the background, right? And I remember picking up one that was like keep in mind, it's a long-ass fucking title, because that's the best things you can find, right? It was like, my ability reverses everything I do, and now I got sold to some random guy, so I'm trying to earn back my honor by fighting the Demon King and finding my people. Like, full title, right? Like, I was like, okay, this is gonna be some figure some ass. I turn it on. In frame one, it's like a guy licking a girl. I close the fucking tab and I open up, like, I think I opened up Chikawa. I think Chikawa just become my coping mechanism. Whenever I watch something too bad, I just open up an episode of Chikawa. I'm like, maybe life is fine.
I'm so full. I'm feeling a little unwell. I love the Chikawa clip, bro. That's just so
I
good.
fucking love Momonga, dude.
What's it called?
Seb, you're Usagi.
I haven't continued Witch Hat Ultilier recently. I've only watched up to fourth episode.
I only got to episode 3. I lucky forgot everyone's name.
I high key just.
There's Mama Coco.
I can't lie. Every single time that name drops of that anime, I just hide in the corner because I know Vige is gonna ask me to watch it again, and I'm not gonna watch it. No.
Listen, V, I gotta be real. I love Witch Hat Ultilier. I don't think it's gonna be Conch's cup of tea.
It's not gonna be his cup of tea.
It's not at all gonna be his cup of tea. That is not a show he.
But I at least wanted to watch one episode before he says it's ass.
Yeah, but that's 20 minutes of my time.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, yo. Yeah, but I could rewatch the first episode of Attack on Titan again.
I could! No, but I could! I could! You're right!
Oh my god.
You guys are joking, but when Rin gets here, because I'm sure she'll first join this VC, we're gonna go finish Attack on Titan. At least the episods before.
Wait, do we have date night tonight?
Yeah, we have date night tonight.
Bro, you're not going with me on my fucking date.
I found it.
I watched the last couple episodes before they made the 2 big movies.
Thank you, Cersei. That's so sweet. Okay, wait, I found it. I found the image.
Wait, who are you watching AOT with?
His girlfriend. Our girlfriend, really, but. How do you say it?
The sound of judgment.
How do you say it? Dude, I drew these little AU designs, and listen to me, chat. If you can make any fan art of Concha ever, because I don't care about him. I really don't like him, but if you have to, like, if you're held at gunpoint, please, for the love of God, I'm begging you. I've never wanted anything in my whole life than for this AU to take off. This is my glitch tail AU, Seb. This is my moment in my head.
I just had a Ratatouille flashback.
If a single art piece hits my Discord, you're being banned, removed, and escorted out of the community. FYI.
And if a single art piece hits my Discord, I'll be really surprised you found the join link. I only listed all my videos.
I
do. It's 3 years old.
Oh, hype. Hell yeah, I don't think I'm in that.
Wait, I'm gonna
Someone,
switch over
dude,
to
someone went into general and then was like, "Dude, this shit's dead as fuck." And I replied, "I retired 2 years ago."
I was gonna say, are we gonna do a fucking are we gonna do a birthday stream again this year?
Of course, we
Let's
gotta.
see. Well, we really don't gotta.
We never
No,
really
we
got
gotta.
over that
Gotta.
language
No,
barrier.
we
gotta.
really don't. No, we really don't.
No, we gotta. We gotta do it.
There's nothing that forces
It's in the
us.
contract.
No, it's not. There's no contract.
It's in the contract. We have to. Wait, V, are you ending?
Okay. No, I'm what? No, I have it on my webcam because I am looking
Oh, are you
through
starting?
doodles right now. Sebastian. Shut the fuck
Midway through
up.
the stream?
Sebastian. How do you say it?
All right, it's
No,
date night. Bye, losers. Love you.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my
Man,
god.
fuck that guy. Dude,
Seb, he's so mean to me.
he's an asshole. I hate that guy. Yo, can we get a screw Concha cuz I hate him and like I don't know, other shit in chat. But word for word exactly that, okay?
How do you say? I'm trying to
And if
find.
it isn't something like that, I do have mod and I will ban you.
How do you say? I'm trying to find like character designs right now. This is some other character designs for something. But I'm like looking for the doodles I made for this fuck SAU.
Thank you, Cersei. I have to have at least one Chilean aspect to my to myself. I gotta keep at least one thing.
How do you say it? Yeah, here it is. I made these Witch Hat Auxiliary designs of like different friends and stuff. I'm still in the process of making them, but
Ooh, tough. Ooh, tough.
I'm nervous about clicking through my doodles because I'm scared it's gonna be like some random like anatomy study and I'm gonna get banned off Twitch. Yeah, thank fuck I switched to my webcam because there are anatomy studies in this file.
Shout out, Cersei. I got the pass. I'm gonna make it. I'm a fucking legal citizen. I have a Chilean citizenship. I don't know what the fuck I'm crying.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the. Am I so bad at organizing my fucking doodles, dude?
Come visit. Yo, you got flight money. You got flight money. Mmm.
Wait, I can show this one because it's actively censored.
Money?
Who got flight money?
I know I don't. I wasted all my money on VidCon. I am planning to go to Santiago next year, though. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and you're taking me with you, right? We're going together.
Yeah. You can come along, but you have to pay double.
What? I'm not gonna pay for your flight and mine. I'm gonna pay for my own
Okay,
flight.
it was a nice trick and it was a nice try. You gotta admit that at least.
I wanna go home.
Aren't you home right now?
I wanna go.
Aren't you already home?
Seb,
Yes.
I'm gonna make a Genshin Impact at you if you don't shut the
Oh,
fuck
fuck
up.
no. I'm leaving.
No, wait. All my friends have left me.
Hell no. Say less. 0.4 seconds, I'm out.
Please. I miss my friends. Everyone's
Okay.
left me to go to war. What vision would I have? Okay.
2020.
In my mind, right, Siva?
You can't just ignore me.
2020? 2020 vision, I know. Fucking, Siva wears glasses. Explicitly,
Notice
Siva
how
does
they're
not have
ignoring
2020
him?
vision.
I hope someone makes a sad edit out of this.
I hate how they ignore him in every single fan beat. No, in my mind, Siva, right, the obvious answer would be Pyro, right? That being said, I feel like you as a person, in my mind, fit Cryo better. Even though, like, you have the whole red motif going on, I feel like, just personality-wise and everything, it would be Cryo. I will be killing Saturn in the coming days, though, so it could be Animo as well. That could also work. In my mind. Like, I'm gonna kill Sebot for my own character development, you know?
What eyes would Gilbert have,
Who the fuck is Gilbert?
my friend? Yeah, I don't really get this Genshin Impact stuff, man.
No.
Too complicated.
Here. It's just like elemental
No,
powers
no,
that somebody has.
no,
That's it.
No. Okay, thank God.
What?
Okay. I thought I was
I was
about to
like-
get the breakdown.
No.
I don't want to know more about Genshin
Yeah,
Impact.
I
It's
assumed
like,
you didn't want to know more.
It's like that one creature for the thing I made. The more curious you are about it, the more it claims you.
Get out
I
of my
have to say it
head!
vaguely. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
Listen to me, chat. If I want any AU to take off, please let it be the Witch Hat Atelier AU. Don't listen to Concha. He's a hater and he hates me specifically. Seb, you know, I was making a list of my friends I thought would be normal witches and ones I thought would be brim cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had you on normal witch, but it's just because he doesn't know how to become a brim cat yet. He's like working on it.
Dude, you know the only reason why I'm really tempted to watch more of Witch Hat Atelier is right now?
Yeah.
I saw the beautiful theory about the brimmed cap, where it's like, it is not spoilers, just that he can do this, but it's, I guess, a spoiler warning for a slight thing of what of his abilities that he can do, one of the brim caps, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Is
like,
it the ash
he
cheek thing?
teleports. He teleports, and they're like, "How does he teleport? He didn't draw anything. He doesn't have any pen and paper." And someone on Reddit was like, "What I know what he did. He tattooed the teleportation thing onto his ass cheeks, and when he squeezes his ass cheeks, it combines to form the full circle." And that's how he teleports. And that's beautiful. And that's Witch Hat Atelier.
And he said, please, Patch! I've never wanted anything before. I love this series. I've loved it for like the past 3 years. And like every single time I'm like, guys, the anime's coming out. All the naysayers in my friend group have been like, it's not gonna be that popular, B. And it is! And it's good! And it's well animated! Thank the Lord! I love you, Bugs Films! I'm sorry, Seb. I'm sorry. This is like if you watch Hunter x Hunter while it was coming out.
Hunter. Yo, can I get a Hunter x Hunter in chat if you love Gone Freaks?
I love you, Gone Freezies.
I love Gone. Yo, stop calling him Gone Freezies, bro. We read the manga for it, and he never got to hear the pronunciations of anyone's names. So he started going like, I love Gone Freezies. He's so cool.
How do you say it?
He's going freaky, bro. He's going freaky.
I love it whenever I would say a character's name too, because I feel like, oh, Kiyua. And you'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Kiyua.
Because when I see two L's next to each other, I make the Y sound. Because in my head, it's that. I didn't know it was Killua.
Oh. Killua. And he's the goat. Both of them are the goats. They're all the goats.
I also, before I got into Hunter x Hunter, I thought the cat assassin guy and Killua were the same person for the longest time, because I always would see Killua drawn. Yeah, because I would always see Killua drawn with cat ears, so I just thought they were the same person, because I like, well, character with white hair and cat ears.
Oh, bro. No, they are very not the same.
Yeah.
They're so different. Yo, Neferpito a baddie, though. Who with me?
With me. Who up?
Yo, who else up?
Yo, the assassin boy is Killua. How do you say it? The assassin character is named Kill.
Killua. Actually, I think there is a thing with their names. By the way, fun fact about Hunter x Hunter. Togashi, the creator of it, married to the creator of Sailor Moon. They both have a very nice... They're such a cute couple, too. They're really cute.
How do you say it? I liked Hunter x Hunter, but I also read the manga. I don't... Like, I've been told by Seb multiple times to just watch the anime, because it would be better for me.
Yeah, the anime is so good. I totally recommend Hunter x Hunter to everybody.
How do you say it? It's... If you like... let me think of a show to compare it to, because it's kind of not easy for me to think of.
I don't really think it's comparable to a lot of shows, I'm gonna be real. It's very unique. Very unique.
Yeah, if you like shows that have like pretty in-depth character studies and are like superpower based, then you would like Hunter x Hunter. Is that a fair recommendation to make,
I don't
Seb?
know about superpower based, but if you
But like, I can't describe Nen as anything other than a superpower. Like,
that's true, but it's also like I would say more closer to martial arts than superpowers.
if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you'll love Hunter.
That's, you know what? We're rolling with it.
But like,
All
I
the
can't give a
characters have a
whole hard
domain
recommendation
expansion.
because I haven't finished it. I feel like a lot of characters have domain expansions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, JJK, what's it called? Cursed Energy is really based off of Nen, so.
Take care, love, Cersei, love you.
Bye, Cersei.
Can
You can't call Hatu. Yeah, no, you can though. But watch me do it.
if you love JoJo's, you would love
be
Hunter
right
x Hunter. God. Did you hear that? It got me. I'm scared. All my friends are dead. The storm is coming. Here, wait. Here it is, okay. I don't know how to disable it so I don't see my, like, oh, okay. Sorry, I was trying to hide the amount of viewers I have because I don't really like seeing that number. And I looked over and I just saw the fucking number again and I was like, dude, stop. I keep having to like hide it because it keeps like switching it to a different spot instead of actually hiding it. I'm gonna say something shit. Not a Hunter x Hunter thing, not a... I was gonna... Fuck! Ah! No, my whole thing with the Witch Hat is that I've just been into the series for a while and I like the way that it's written a lot. I don't think most of my friends would like it, but I'm trying to get them into it anyways because the animation is good and the moments are hype and aura enough where I feel like I could get away with like showing them the show and have them like, oh, well, at least the animation's nice, you know? But I'm just figuring that out. Here it is.
Here, I'm back.
I will note though, I think of all the shows we've watched together, Seb, I think the one that came as like most of a jump scare that it like how good it was Takupi.
Yeah, Takupi's original sin is by far, and I'm saying this for real, as someone who's watched a lot of shows, especially a lot of good anime, it's one of the best anime I've ever watched in my entire life. It's really good. I totally recommend it to anybody. My only warning is that it's a little dark. It's got a lot of heavy topics that I don't know if a lot of audiences can get behind. I mean, if you like dark shows, watch the first episode, see if you like it. You'll get the vibe of its kind of level of darkness the second that you get into it, because you know how that first episode goes. You remember that shit. So, but I would recommend it to everybody who wants to watch it. So good.
How do you say it? Seb, if it was illegal to like draw magic on yourself, would you try to find a way around it, or would you just fucking like draw it on?
I would just probably draw it on, I'm gonna be real.
But like just keep that shit hidden.
Yeah, I would do the butt cheek strat.
Stop.
I would draw it on my butt cheeks and squeeze them together to you know, cast the spell. That's probably what I would do.
How do you say it? Dude, if I were how do you say it? I can't say that actually. I don't think that's an appropriate comment to make. I think that was a bad idea from frame one.
Yeah. Typing up a storm for it.
No, I just Look in DMs. I don't know if I can say that on stream.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. You know what's even
How do you-
better than what's your favorite anime though?
What?
What's your least favorite anime? What's the one that you hate the most in the world?
Netsuo Trap.
What's that one?
It's the... No! I have a better answer. Citrus. It's made by the same
Citrus.
author, so you know it's ass.
That one is dog shit. I do know that one.
I watched
That one is
Citrus
quite
because
bad.
it was when I was first getting into like Yuri anime and stuff. And I looked in the girls love category because I didn't know what else to look for. And it was like #1. And I was like, oh, well, that must mean it's good, right? Wrong. Incest.
What was it called? Happy Sweet Home? What was that one?
Oh, Happy Sugar Life.
Happy Sugar Life. That one. That one. I never watched that one, but I remember you thoroughly talking about how bad it was.
Yeah, but Happy Sugar Life is just like a retelling of Lolita. So... But like with lesbians. But I also, like, once again, I did not expect it to be that, and there was no warning for it to be that. It was just under the fucking, like, Yuri category, and I was like, oh, it's a Yuri show between, like, two teenage girls. And then I realized one of the girls was 9 years old, and I was like, oh, never mind.
How will this show affect my
What am I-
Spire 2 run, though?
I low-key hope it rains, because the teacher said that if it rains, he's not doing class today.
Didn't you see the news today?
I heard they said it looked like rain.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was thundering a second ago, so who knows?
I did hear that. I did hear that
So-
thunder. What's up?
Do we fuck with the design?
Let me take a peek. I like it. I'm trying to think of if I have any design notes. Nah, dude, swords are lame. Replace it with a scythe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who would
dude,
give their
scythes are
character?
cool.
Dude, you know how when we first got the fucking Kusarigama relic in Slay the Spire, you were like, how did you know how to pronounce that so quickly?
I did not say that, but I'm gonna go with the bit, sure.
Fuck you. You did, okay.
I did not actually say that at all, but I'll go with the bit. Yeah, I remember that. What about
I'm
it?
gonna fucking choke you out. How do you say it? No, so the reason because of that is because for the past like 6 years I've had Izanami, or like she as a character, which is the like black-haired Grim Reaper one I have. I've had to repeatedly look up Japanese scythe for like the first like 2 years because I would always fucking forget what the fucking name of it was. And like despite
Japanese
knowing
scythe.
I obviously knew that wasn't what like it was or what it was anything close to, but I just kept saying it like that because I didn't know what else to look for. Here we are. Would you still love me if I was Jaws the shark?
Jaws the shark? Is his name
Yeah.
Jaws? I thought he would have a different name.
I think his name is just Jaws. I think that's kind of the whole point, that they kind of
Nah,
dehumanized
let's
the poor
rename
guy.
him to Gilbert.
What's your obsession with the name Gilbert?
Nothing. I don't have an obsession with the name Gilbert. I just like the name Gilbert, okay?
Why?
Okay, you don't gotta press me about everything.
Why?
People learning the alphabet be like, why? It's a letter.
What letters after V? Or with letters after X? Shit.
What
Shit, I'm
letters
so
after B? Yo, what the fuck?
I'm so bad at the alphabet. I'm gonna fail first grade. I'm fine.
I'm telling teacher. I'm telling teacher.
No, don't tell Gansha.
I'm telling.
He's lying.
I didn't actually message him, and you're just gonna seem fucking crazy now. He's lying. Who's lying? Not me. I didn't even say nothing.
Teacher, Seb's fucking stuffing me in a locker again.
Jot, if you had to pick a card, any card, what one would you do?
And don't tell Seb, just tell me, and he
don't
won't be
tell
reading
me,
the chat.
If you just said a picture, he's lying to you, and then went, what do you want me to believe? We can't do his alphabet. He thinks Y comes after B. I was like, no, it don't. Crying, laughing emoji.
Let go of me.
And then I'm gonna send a minion meme.
I hate you. I hate you so much. You treat me like shit.
Nah, cause if you had to pick between, I was going into this hoping I would come up with something good, and as I was saying, and I didn't have anything. I don't know. You guys finish the sentence with whatever you want it to be. I don't know. I'm tired of this shit. I retired so long ago. I don't know why I'm still here doing
Go on, man. No, I want to know what you were
I
saying.
don't know why I'm here on stream doing this
No,
shit
you're not. You're not.
in front of everybody.
Dude, you're fine. You did good. You did so well.
Such a fat fucking chud.
Stop.
Dixon, I'm such a fat fucking chud.
Are you okay? Do you need a hug, man?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's been so hard lately.
Oh.
The IDK guessed the card. Okay, what do I get if I guess the card correctly?
A big
$1
kiss on the
billion.
forehead when I see you.
Okay, hang on, wait. Let me think of a good card.
If you fail, I will
Devil's
have to
Heart.
kill you when I see you. Oh, yeah, you fucked that up.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No forward kiss
That's
for
just how
you.
it goes.
Just the torture
That's
nexus.
As Beabadoobie once said, that's just the way things go.
Oh, hell no, Jigsaw. This is a terrible vocal stim. I've been complaining about this vocal stim to you for the past while. I don't like it.
Hell no, Jigsaw.
Hell no,
Listen.
Jigsaw. I have to draw this character about the code as well, but
I have to do something equally as difficult, aka play Slay the Spire and beat the bygone effigy. The bygone Effie.
have they added the Aeon Glass yet?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the boss they made to replace Doormaker.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I got a white star.
Oh, I like the Black Star a lot. I feel like that's a really good one
I
as well.
agree. Black Star is goated. Guys, Rin and V got me Slay the Spire too, and
Rin got him Slay the Spire too.
I DM'd Rin telling her that it was like a horrible idea to get me this game because I've actually been addicted to it and it like needs to stop.
I didn't get you Slay the Spire too, by the way. Like, I want to make that clear. Rin just said I did because she was being nice, but I was just fucking like standing there and aura farming.
So
in
if
the
I
corner.
ask Rin, then she'll say that you didn't too?
Yeah.
Okay. Take your word for it then. Then who bought me Slay the Spire 1?
I don't know. Your mom?
Shit. Well, we're gonna work this out off stream.
Oh. He's beating me up. Chat,
That's
whenever
not
he
what I
says
was
that, it means he's
insinuating.
beating me up again.
That's definitely not what I was insinuating.
No, it's okay. He's just evil.
Oh yeah, it was Cheese. I remember because Cheese got me it, so I would I told Saturn to play Robo Beat, and then he never ended up playing it, and I went, okay, I'm not gonna play Slay the Spire then, and then I eventually played Slay the Spire because I like it a lot.
Because, you know, you follow through on your promises.
Yeah, exactly.
I think one day we'll get Saturn into a single player game, but like an authentically single player game, but I don't think that day is coming anytime soon.
I agree. Do not believe it is either. I remember I started playing Slay the Spire a lot because it was like the it was the easiest one to play during my college classes this last semester.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's also why I started playing Slay the Spire a lot, because I could just play it in the back of class whenever I didn't want to pay attention to the teacher. Don't follow- No,
so
do what I
easy
say,
to
not
do
what I
it.
do. Don't follow my example, class.
No, follow my example though, guys. Play Slay the Spire during class. It's so goated.
One of these is a much better student than the other one. And it's,
Yep, you know it.
I think, actually, academically, we're kind of matched in that sense.
Academically?
Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, I don't really know a lot about academics and all that shit.
I've never read an academic, actually. Is that like
I
a
never read the,
flavor?
What is that book thing that y'all be talking about?
What's that book shit, dog? I don't support that. Dude,
What's
I
it
have to
called?
finish reading To Hell and Back, but I just have not had the like balls to.
Hell and Back. Oh, you should finish reading it. Good.
Yeah, have you read it?
I know about it.
What is it?
The book.
About?
Hell and Back.
Yeah, that's what I
a
fucking
war
thought.
book.
Yeah, it's about the Hiroshima bombings.
I'm gonna be real. I did LARP a little bit right there. I have not read it, but I have heard about it. But it's from you, so it doesn't really count as me hearing about it.
Yeah, if it's just from me, then. How do you say it? No, it's a book about, like, the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but specifically from the perspective of the people that were bombed. Like, the stories they were able to tell before they died to, like, radiation and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, historical records he squandered together. Which is, it's very sad, but it's very sweet. Like, it's clear that a lot of love was put into it, right? And you can tell he, like, is very carefully assembling these people's lives and, like, telling you about what they did, their hobbies, like, what they were interested in before he says what tragedy happened to them. Which I really appreciate. But, obviously, the whole thing is that it's an anti-war story, right?
Yeah.
And even if it is just historical, like, reaccountings of what happened, he does delve really heavily into, like, the gore of it all and, like, the effects it had on people. And, like, I'm not gonna get into it because I was disturbed and I know I have a strong stomach for that kind of stuff. So, like, read at your own will, you know? But, like, the descriptions of somebody's, like, feet being burned off as they're running got me really bad, and I have not picked up the book since.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do really want to finish it, 'cause
guys,
it's well made.
have you read To Give a Mouse a Cookie? That one's pretty good.
Yes! Have you read, classic, The Very Hungry Caterpillar?
Dude, that bitch was fat. That's a fat ass caterpillar. Dude.
Be nice! Stop fucking fat shaming the caterpillar every single time we talk about it.
A fat caterpillar. What do you want from me?
It's not that fat! You can be nice to
It
him.
definitely is that fat, though.
Don't piss me off. He's 2. He's 2 years old and he was born yesterday, bro.
Dude, it's a fucking caterpillar.
He's 2 days old, okay? My bad.
Here, hang on, wait. Trying to beat the ceremonial beast. I got him down to 7 health. If I can, but he put ringing on me. If I can get him in this next turn, I got him.
Is that bullying a baby? As he often does.
That's not true. I'm a saint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
What were you doing last night?
Don't ask about that.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. For context, chat, last night said beat the shit out of me.
That's not what happened. Guys, V, every single time I show up on stream, he tries to make me seem like this horrible person.
Because you treat me like
does
shit!
Horrible things. But I'm
'Cause
not
you
a horrible
do!
person. I'm not a horrible person, and you can't make it seem like I am.
Yeah? Why not?
Because
I have evidence.
I have a GoFundMe that needs
Yo, exclamation point Ko-Fi for my GoFundMe.
guys, do come to my Ko-Fi and make sure to give me money instead of giving it to
Address
me.
it. Welcome insults. The allegations? What fucking allegations? Why does everyone come into my stream thinking I'm like talking about being canceled? I'm like, I don't really want to do certain kind of content anymore, and I want to let y'all know before I start like switching away from that. And like, here's all the reasonings. Oh my god.
Wait, what content are you gonna do now?
I don't know.
You should do. What would be good?
You have to get
You should
surgery?
do like trapeze stuff.
Trapeze?
What?
The fuck is trapeze?
Like no trapeze stuff. Like you know the stuff that.
Oh
they
yeah,
tightrope
like
on?
trapeze. No, I do. I
Yeah.
actually do know how to walk on a tightrope relatively well.
You do?
Yeah, they had one at
My
my
friend Gilbert knows how
school.
to do that.
Stop fuck off about your friend Gilbert, dude. I mean, that is not a
Oh
real
my God.
person.
Why do you guys think that Gilbert isn't fucking real?
Because he's not. Give me one photo of Gilbert.
Okay, give me a second.
Just gonna be a Photoshop photo of you. I know this game, dog.
Here, hang on, wait. There.
Oh god. I hope you'll be okay, Souls. Brian David Gilbert?
Yeah, Gilbert.
You are not homies with Brian David Gilbert.
What do you mean? It's Gilbert.
Name one of Brian David Gilbert's original videos.
The military ranks of the Koopa Kingdom.
Yeah, that's Unraveled. That's not one of his videos. I was expecting like darts or jort making.
Oh, siblings. That counts. You can't say that doesn't count.
It does count. It's a good one, actually. Dude, I want to make horror short films like Brian David Gilbert does, because they're just so fucking nonsensical until you're like, oh my god. How I make 50K a year and I am my own boss. And then they said I just transferred the money from my own account, like it was always there, and they don't understand how I got the money in the first place. And I was like, that's not possible. I never had that money beforehand. It just appeared out of nowhere. And then I remembered I'm my own boss.
Mm-hmm.
Seb, don't worry. We'll recreate a horror movie experience when we see each other.
What the fuck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. It's what you wanted,
What does that
right?
mean?
Merry
VidCon
Christmas.
2026. About to get. There's gonna be a death this VidCon. It's me.
Chat, anyone coming to VidCon?
Guys, if you're coming to VidCon, what's up?
If you're coming to VidCon, then, I don't know. I'm sorry. I ruin everything.
Guys, I'm sorry, I ruined everything. I sure
Take
hope
the
no one
stu-
tickles me. I'm sorry, I ruined everything.
fucking hate this bit, dude. I hate this bit so much.
What do you mean? I thought you said you love this completely original bit that I made up.
Yeah, me and my bunch of friends really love doing bits, dude.
Wait a fucking minute. Say that one more time.
Say that again. Who's hyped for the Seb makeover stream where I pin down Seb and Coin and immediately just start beating them up with a paintbrush? There is no makeover.
I am down to get a makeover at VidCon, and I'm gonna look fabulous. I'm gonna look beautiful. And then finally Gilbert will like me.
Stop! You're not homies with Brian David Gilbert.
That's not Gilbert is not Brian David Gilbert.
That's his full
He
name.
just looks like him. No, he just looks like him.
Yeah, but so why were you saying a second ago that you were?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. I can literally bring back the clip.
No, you can't. I didn't say that.
What the fuck? Why can't I clip? Why can't I clip shit? Yo, chat, clip that. What the fuck?
Thank you to Michael in chat from Twitch for getting rid of that VOD for me real quick.
Yeah, that's my homie, Michael from Twitch.
Shout out Gilbert from Twitch.
Stop! You do not fuck with Brian David Gilbert. You do not know that man. You parasocial freak.
Make sure to find my Ko-Fi.
Yeah,
What's on-
exclamation
do you
point
have a Ko-Fi?
Ko-Fi. Yeah.
What's on your Ko-Fi right now? Hang on, wait. Check.
The fundraiser for my arthritis treatment.
Ah, shit. Should put like Pokemon cards or something cool on there.
Probably should.
I made a Ko-Fi. Do you think people would buy it?
They're adding all the Barbie movies to YouTube for free.
Oh, cool.
Seb.
What's good?
Seb.
What's good?
Seb.
What's good? What's good?
Wanna watch them together?
The Barbie movies?
Yeah.
How many are there?
I was thinking about just like my favorite ones. I don't know, like one. I was thinking like there's one Barbie movie.
One Barbie movie. Which one's that? Is that the one with the what's it? The guy.
The
who
horny
sounds
weasel.
Stupid. Yeah, that guy.
Dude, I love watching Barbie movies with friends because it's just like, oh yeah, these were from my childhood, and just the horny weasel character, as we all know, is essential for every childhood story.
Of course. It has to be there in every story.
I have to do expressions as well for this character, but
But you
oh
can
no.
also play Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I'll end stream and play Slay the Spire with you in a sec.
Yes! Jackpot!
I like this teacher because he made coming to class not obligatory, which means I don't have to go today because I don't feel good. I went to the diplomatic event that I am allowed to do under my current government. I love my government, by the way. How do you say it?
Sounds like someone in love with their government.
So I'm a little bit tired after like marching for like several hours.
That's fair.
Here we are. Yeah.
But there's
Yeah, I
always
think
enough energy for a slaying spire.
True. Okay. I think I will end stream then. I'll send y'all over to. Let me see who's live. Wait, what the fuck? Can I not check who's live anymore?
You want me to check?
Yeah, originally you
Violetta Fire's
could.
live.
Yo, thanks, man.
Maisky is live. Who else is live? Literally none of our friends are live right now. At least
No,
none of the
I
ones
have a
that
friend on that side. Okay. Okay. I'm sending you over to my friend Ducky. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying around. I'm not even gonna ask Seb to advertise. I already know what he's gonna say. Go subscribe to Ryan Toy Reviews or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Join us on our Slay the Spire 2 run, cheese. We're doing multiplayer. I think you're friends with us on Steam. If you manage to sneak your way in there, I don't think Seb or I are gonna kick you.
Yep, that's true.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me quickly just send y'all over then. Bye
All
bye.
right, see you guys.